Yeah, why would I?
You didn't
It's
tell me
not-
about your chlamydia diagnosis either, your S.
What?
And I've currently been diagnosed with severe depression and
He would ask if he wanted to film the situation, which I did decline. He appeared rather dissatisfied, and he told me to use the purple glitter that he provided called the Cinderella. Dude, what the?
You said that when you finally did confront him, you had, like, police on standby, you didn't know what he was going to do.
Alright guys, this is going to take a weird turn now. We're going to be embarking on a weird journey here that I don't think everybody is prepared for. I know I'm not. Are you familiar with a YouTuber named Internet Adjacent? Now, Internet Adjacent is not Internet Anarchist, and I don't think this is this the right one? This is the wrong one. I have the wrong one. Hold on, I'm going to get the right one. I'm going to get the right one for you. Internet Anarchist, not Internet, now I'm doing it. Internet Adjacent.
I recommend watching Nicholas DeOrio's latest video.
Your COD take sucks.
There we go. So Internet Adjacent is a YouTuber with 14,000 subs. And the reason why we're talking about him today is because him and Parlo are locked in an interesting feud. Parlo, of course, being the YouTuber who's going to be making the Pyro, well, he made the Pyro video. We've been talking about this on and off for a while. People told me, hey, I actually want to hear about it. And I didn't want to cover Pyro, so I guess we have the best of both worlds here. So Parlo has deleted all the videos off of his YouTube channel, with the exception of goodbye. So Parlo Gaming has the Pyro video, I guess. So I guess that's his thing. My side, Parlo and the dupe situation is like another controversy.
This
and now
past month
he's just like, I'm quitting.
has been one of the worst periods of my entire life.
Again, I cannot stress enough to you that this whole situation started with this fucking announcement that he's making this Pyro video, and his life has been like irreparably damaged by it, right? My first take on this was the correct one. Here, I posted when it first came out, when all this information dropped. Here it is. So Samuel had tweeted out, it seems Parlo is dropping a video in a 100-page document on Pyro. This is back in April. I said, the Parlo guy is actual brain damage. He is not the guy who should be attempting to do this. Like, from day one, I knew this was a horrible idea. Anyways.
This past month has been one of the worst periods of my entire life. The stress, anxiety, and effect that this has all had on my life has been extremely overwhelming. If you're watching this video, I've made it to tell you, the viewer, and my fans that I am not doing well, and I've currently been diagnosed with severe depression and anxiety, and have been given to numb the pain.
I'm just gonna hit the button now. Dude, I literally said you probably should not take this video on. You're insane. Dude, this guy is like clinically diagnosed with depression. He has to take medication to continue making, continue like just daily life. He just should have not, he should have just skipped the Pyro video. Just do a different topic, bro.
And make it barely
Dude, everyone's trying to expose Pyro. Just do something different.
Manageable, but it keeps feeling as if things are
What's the name
progressively
of the
getting
guy?
worse. The initial
Star
report that
Orbiter,
led to my
Nicholas
arrest
DeOrio,
left out
Mr.
key
Oreo.
information of
Oh my god, he allegedly got wrongfully arrested? So like they accused him of being a pedo and then the police arrested him.
getting worse. The initial report that led to my arrest left out key information of dupe lying about their age and catfishing me, to which they admitted on their own volition. And this report painted me as something I was not, with false inferences, of course, as well obfuscating the reasonable belief clause in their initial emails. Other false reports have also been made, along with false claims being alleged against me, which are not true at all.
Dude, this is like the worst case scenario for announcing a YouTube
What's the
video.
name of the guy?
I skipped all of this. I missed everything that happened, but I'm kind of just walking through the I'm walking through the fucking charred remains of what was the battleground.
Along with forged recordings which have been spread, to which Guamgo has debunked on his channel.
Who the fuck is Guamgo, bro? Is that the fifth smiling friend?
I have also been facing numerous false strikes, and
Peb, this is Guambo.
all of these factors collectively have greatly hindered my ability to get money, income, and just live an everyday normal
You know what can help that? Uploading and not writing a 100-page Google document.
life now. I feel as if my life has been permanently damaged by doing YouTube, and that there is virtually no way of just starting a new life.
Dude, Nick DeOrio tweets out, "Hey man, you probably shouldn't take up this topic. It's really not your idea." Dude, it's not like a good idea for you to do. It's really not your thing, man.
Money, income, and just live
Anyways, Parlo.
an everyday normal life now. I feel as if my life has been permanently damaged by doing YouTube, and that there is virtually no way of just starting a new life for myself outside of the internet. I just feel as if I'm too deep in the swamp now, and the fact that some people can't even
Nicholas not helping the situation. I promise you, my intent is not to help. My intent is to laugh. A lot.
Empathize with my position, but instead make disgusting comments directed towards me and mock it. It's just seriously shocking. I mean,
I literally predicted this happening. I'm not Nostradamus. It wasn't the craziest prediction in the world.
and sure, you can find me annoying. I'm not denying that. But legitimizing the things that I've been having to deal with currently is
Why are you a Roblox character while you talk about your life ending?
insane. But if there is one thing giving me hope currently, it's the platform that I still have and my reach to all of you.
Then why are you leaving?
I'm currently unable to really upload on this channel
Oh my god,
because of
dude.
the strikes that I have, so I heavily implore all of you to subscribe
So that explains why he posted his huge pyro video on his fucking tiny shitter gaming channel with 23,000 subs. Oh wait, dude, I've been asking about this. Nobody's corrected me about it. So the reason why he couldn't upload his mega documentary on Maine is because they flagged his shit down to 2 strikes.
alternate channel, which I will be active on, called Parlo Gaming, and a link will be provided in the description so you guys can subscribe. And I'll also be uploading as well to Guamgo's channel in the meantime
I'm gonna
too,
be posting on Guambo, dude.
until hopefully all of this is
Dude, I can't wait to post on Guambo.
cleared. I have also been working for months now on my Pyrocynical video, exposing him for actively lying in his response video,
Dude, you have no idea how you got in this situation, do you?
manipulating the narrative, and of course covering his
And it's not even an endorsement of Pyro. This is just like a horrible... Like, you are not cut out for anything this high profile.
horrific behavior, and people need to open their eyes and see the truth about him. The video is about to be uploaded onto my second channel called Parlo Gaming, and I heavily urge you all to watch.
Dude, could you imagine ruining your life for 71,000 views? I have no idea what's happening now. Basically, he came out and made this Pyro video, or he was planning on making this Pyro video, and he made a 100-page Google document preluding it. He announced it in April, and since that time frame, he's been falsely accused of interactions with a minor. He's been arrested and then released based off of those. My knowledge is they're false. I haven't personally looked into them, so full disclaimer. So he got arrested. I think he's cleared from that now, to my knowledge. His channel got 2 strikes. The internet hates him. Everyone calls him a pedophile all over the internet. He released the document to booming silence. Nobody's even talking about it. He released the video to even less viewership. Nobody's even talking about it. Initially, Pyro said that he'd respond after he sees what happened, and then he saw what happened and he didn't respond, which is, like, expected. It didn't really go viral. So after all of this, he has nothing to show for it. And then an allegation came out by Parlo to his friend Internet Adjacent, covering sexual predation, zoophilia, sexual coercion, unwanted sexual contact, suicidal ideation, suicide baiting, emotional manipulation, image leaking, privacy invasion, sexually transmitted diseases. And that's a... Oh no. Oh god. Okay. So, Internet Adjacent, I think, might be a fan of the channel, so that's a bit embarrassing. He's a commentary YouTuber with 14 I believe this article was written by Parlo about Internet Adjacent, and then Internet Adjacent posted another article sent back to Parlo. So we have kind of the full beginning and end here, and then we can actually listen to them debate. So that's my plan for tonight. What you're about to see is some of the most degenerate, horrific bullshit. It's the most degenerate subject that I've covered in a long while. No doubt, Rob's Media is probably already considering making a video on this subject. I'm going back to my no Roblox policy. That's probably a good start. Wait, hold on. This was preemptive? I did not know this was preemptive, but I'm going to start with the longer one because this is 76 pages. Internet Adjacent has a history of prior allegations pertaining to his behavior during Anthrocon as an alleged sexual assaulter who did unwanted advances toward... This is the most nuclear prelude I've ever seen, because I've literally never heard of that allegation. Threatening suicide, suicide baiting.
We don't usually do this.
I don't know. I'm just in a good mood.
We're going to get back to this. This isn't why we're here. Recently, he appeared to have exercised examples of emotional manipulation and coerced me into giving him sexual... Oh, I forgot to mention. So these guys were fucking. That's another part to this. Yeah, so Parlo and Internet Adjacent were fucking. Hit the button. All right. He can be seen continuously pestering me and instigating sexual-based topics of conversation to get me to sexually engage with him despite red flags showing I was not reciprocating. I felt obligated to have sex with Wolfgang, and I didn't feel as if I had the ability to say no. While I seemingly did oblige, I was physically uncomfortable. I froze during numerous instances. My body language showed I was not enjoying it whatsoever. I was close to throwing up during certain intervals. In reality, I only engaged because I was scared with repercussions if I did not engage, because he was rather demanding during certain instances. I was anxious to not upset him. I even told Wolf that I had difficulty saying no to people. Okay, this is where it gets a little ridiculous. I'm not saying I don't believe any of this stuff, but immediately following up, saying I had to have sex with him because I couldn't say no. Following that up with, I paid for his plane ticket. Look, I'm not saying that this is not... Dude, I think maybe it's written poorly, but this was a long-distance relationship. Maybe he's only talking about when they were there together, but we're going to see more, obviously, in the conversation. They address this to themselves. I paid for his plane ticket, which was over $1,000. I felt complied to engage and satisfy him, as he was constantly asking for sexual favors. Here's another problem with this. Okay? So he flew out a gay furry, which, fine, whatever, you do you. But Parlo also had a GoFundMe out for bills. So Parlo was taking money from people after his arrest to buy, like, a new laptop and pay for groceries. But he also flew out a gay furry to fuck him.
Tweet on Nicholas DeOrio.
Keffel's appreciated.
Why would you, if you're putting out a GoFundMe for money, like, to survive, why are you flying out someone to have sex with you? Yeah, so now he's being accused of being a scammer because of this document, right? As if recently, Internet Adjacent has been now requesting for me to also pay for an Airbnb that he only used and found, despite him not having a job at Domino's, but also being paid a significant amount on YouTube the past month. Wolfgang also admits the fact that he's, on his own volition, offered to pay the expenses of the Airbnb. New problem, how would we even go halvesies on the place? Y'all want to call here later? I gotta go out and grab my paycheck. I'll book the Airbnb when you PayPal me the rest. Chilling in bed, I'm a little confused on what to do, like my Airbnb, since I can't stay over. I'll pay for it, you can come and visit. Under no circumstance did I ever state that I was going to pay for the Airbnb and plane ticket, especially when he stated he could book and pay for it on his own, as late as the 7th of October, 2025, because he was the only person using it. The plane ticket was considerably more expensive, and the Airbnb would only was considerably expensive, and the Airbnb would have only been purchased by me, as discussed on October 2nd, if it was $800 for the plane ticket. Got it. How much is the plane ticket? I have no idea, and I need to speak to my dad about permission to go to the apartment because of the bail conditions. Okay, and also the bail conditions that you're hearing about here are because of the allegations and the arrest that were made. This is a whole lot. Yeah, bail is because of the arrest that we were talking about earlier in the prelude. Do you think he'd allow you? Also, I'm sorry if I go AWOL for a bit. I'm hospitalized. What happened? I can talk about it later, but I'm uncomfortable with the subject. I might not even go home tonight. How have you been? I've been speaking to Yellow, and nobody knows what happened. I was getting really concerned. Example of Wolfgang attempting to fish for sympathy due to a situation in the hospital. This was due to him being dissuaded from the fact that I was not responding to him enough to give him attention. He is seen instigating the conversation about him being in hospital to elicit a response, followed with an image of him in the hospital saying, hey, and then once again, getting my attention, which I'm seeing to express my concern. Listen, if somebody's kind of jerking you around and they're sending you pictures and they won't tell you why you're there, you could just say that, like, you're kind of jerking me around here. There's so many words being said to me in rapid succession. Okay, we'll walk around a bit and head back by 6:30, then we'll get ready and leave by 7:38. Okay, do you want a drink? Not really. I'm doing something tomorrow. Where are y'all right now? I'm at Waterloo. Haven't left yet. Wolfgang is seen offering me if I want to have alcohol, with me being dissuaded from taking it, making an excuse that if we were to do anything tomorrow, alcohol would complicate the situation. Is Parlo 21? Is that a thing? I don't know. Okay. Let's see. Yes, I can meet at 2. Sure, I'll be here. Want to cuddle and bet? I want to blow you in the femboy outfit.
Did I not ask you nice enough?
I don't respect you. So,
Alright, we don't need to read the sexting messages. Make Chud read this ASAP. He did read this. Chud did read this on his channel. You should check it out. Wolfgang is seen asking if I want to cuddle and proposing oral
really
sex with
Wally?
me, airing this proposal due to me being uncomfortable, and instead of stating what... Wait, what? I want to blow you in a femboy outfit. Dude, can I be honest with you for a second? We haven't done one of these in a while, so I need to address my bigotry here, alright? This is not an in-person interaction. I am being uncomfortable. Why don't you just say, no, I don't want you to blow me in the femboy outfit? I mean, you guys are adults, right? You don't want to... These are adults. These are literally adults, dude. I'm heading to Waterloo. Where are y'all right now? I'll be down soon. You could just say, no, I don't want to have sex with you. Or stop messaging. Like, you're not... This is... When I see somebody who's being, like, you know, pressured, I don't expect the pressuring to be, like, digital. Or, like, I'm gonna fly you out to fuck you. Kind of thing. Does this guy have, like, zero agency? Wolfgang is seen asking if I want to cuddle and proposing oral sex with me. Like, okay.
You slimy Weasley fuck.
This doesn't happen in the East.
Guamgo made a video exposing Parlo's messages after the Dickerson debate. Also, Parlo did another debate on a Discord
Thank
after
you.
the Guamgo video, and Guamgo and Parlo go at it. Also, Internet Edge was first to release Doc due to Himpleton.
I don't even know what any of those words are. Normally I would say, damn it, you're giving spoilers, but I don't know if anyone else knew either. Dude, but I think all of those things are true. I don't think any of those people are fake. I think that probably is a spoiler, and I don't even know what it means. And I wouldn't respond, hot. Oh, wait, what? Wait, why is he saying hot here? Me too, I would have dry. Okay, can we do that tomorrow? You up? Yeah, but I probably won't be down till 1. Literally on the dot, just got up 3 minutes ago. Haven't showered yet. What is he saying hot for? Wolfgang was seen attempting to instigate sexual-based conversations with me in regards to oral sex, proposing he could just do it tomorrow. I offered the excuse that I didn't want to because I was sleepy. I was seen not engaging or replying because okay, but... Alright, I gotta ask, is he doing anything wrong here? Like, is there anything wrong here at all whatsoever? Okay. No, I wouldn't say there is. Waterloo, sitting down. Are you down for me just to come down? Might take super long. Yeah, for sure. Sky is going for a walk, but I'll be in the B&B. We got snacks. He might stay over tonight, so we might have the place to ourselves. Like someone at a club. Yeah, I got you. I want to see if I can record a script, maybe. At here? Yeah, sure, yeah. Wolfgang is seen claiming that Zillow is going to be staying at someone's house. Somebody being a theoretical person met at a club. This was said by Wolf to instigate the topic of conversation me and him were having in the Airbnb to have sex. In reply, I was seen making an excuse that I wanted to record a script, hinting that it would not be... Okay, why don't you just say, I do not want to have sex with you? If these are two adults, why can't you just say that I do not want to have sex with you? I don't know. Wolfgang very openly did not want Zillow to share the B&B during several instances, resulting in him asking to leave late at night to a town unknown to him so he could sexually engage with me by himself. What do you want me to do about him? I don't want to have sex with him in the other room. I know. We could do it another time if you want. Okay, dude, I'm sorry. You're trying to schedule the sex. We could fuck later. We could fuck on the 4th or 3rd day, maybe. I have no idea why this guy thought you wanted to have sex with him. It's almost like you're writing that you want to have sex with him. What the fuck is this? Wolfgang is seen stating that he does not want Zillow in the other room. It's up to you, and seen saying, I'd rather tonight, through coaxing me into the idea that we need to have sex with him as soon as he arrived to satisfy him and not upset him. Maybe he just wanted to have sex with you, dude. I'd rather do it tonight. It just seems like that's his fucking opinion, dude. This caused Zillow to have 2 uncomfortable confrontations from strangers that put him in direct danger. During the sexual experience, I was uncomfortable, and Zillow was essentially forced to out of the accommodation that he shared. Well, why is he not writing it? Do you want me to change and we can do stuff? Zilla's down to head out for a bit. I want to chill now on Minecraft. Is that what MC is? These are both adults, right? Wolfgang is seen once again instigating the topic about having sex. Okay. Evidence G. Dude, I don't know. This is like ridiculous. Wolfgang is seen instigating sexual-based topics of conversation in regards to topping. In reply, I'm seen stating that I could, however, I'm too stressed and would not be able to stay home. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Dude, he's too stressed. He can't get hard, so he can't top. Dude, this is insane. This guy wrote an article, dude, saying my penis isn't gonna work here. Telltale statements indicate the fact that I would not be comfortable to engage. Either that or your fucking cock isn't just gonna... Dude, I'm not gonna be hard enough, dude. This is telltale signs. Wolfgang has seen me not picking up on this and instead sought to... Dude, Wolfgang is seen as horny. Internet adjacent is seen as horny man who wants to have sex. Anything to not say no.
I recommend watching Nicholas DeOrio's latest video.
Holy fuck. Let's watch it get down with some guango. Yeah. 11th of October. By the afternoon, I was already dissuaded from engaging sexually and I was tired and hungry and waiting for him. I'm gonna make this... Oh wait, I'm gonna make you blow as quick as humanly possible. You have no idea, is the quote from Parlo. Do you want to do it shortly after I get there or right when I'm arrive? I'm hungry and I need to eat. I was seen stating that I still want to engage, but at that time I want to make him finish as quick as possible. And then he replied that I wanted to do it with... He then replied when I wanted to do it with me, stating that I was hungry and I needed to eat, basically pushing to the point that I want to get it over with. Shut the fuck up, dude. You're a piece of shit. You wrote, I'm gonna make you blow as quick as humanly possible, and his takeaway from that sentence is, you want to get it over with because you don't even want to do anything with him. Are you... No! No! That's not what that means! That is not... No one would ever... What? This is... Okay, dude. Alright, I can just start being mean now. That is absolutely not what that means. Are you fucking serious? When Wolfgang eventually arrived, which is about 10:50 GMT, I was further dissuaded from wanting to engage sexually after seeing what he looked like in real life. Oh my god, dude. Dude, he was ugly and then immediately went from HR, help, HR.
Nicholas the Goat, thank you for the $5, my man.
Bro, I was further dissuaded from wanting to engage sexually when I saw what he looked like and the disparaging difference from his online pictures because his hygiene... Dude, he had sex with a stinker. He fucked a stinky guy in the ass, dude. That's crazy. Why did he... Dude, the ick allegation. Wolfgang immediately wanted to have sex earlier. I stated I would, and I felt like I was obligated to not upset him as I had changed in mind. When do you want to do it? Before food. How long do you want to do it? As long as we can last. If we should before 12. That's when Domino's closes. Guys, we have to have sex as fast as possible because Domino's closes at 12. Wolfgang knew I was extremely hungry in these message logs. I was seen asking how long it would be because I wanted the experience to be quick. Wolfgang was seen attempting to rush the situation before 12 so we could get pizzas after. I'm hungry, I need to eat. Shower sex? I'll call when I get to Paddington. I'm on the train right now. As discerned from the messages, I made it clear I was hungry. I knew I was hungry. What do we do about blank? I don't want to have sex with him in the other room. I know, we can do it another time. We could do it on the third or fourth day, maybe. I'd rather do it tonight. Let's see. Wolfgang then said, oh, this is literally what we read before. He wanted to do it tonight, to which I felt pressured and obligated to get it over with. It's up to you. I'd rather tonight, though. This is...
What's the name of the guy?
Is this necessary?
Star Orbiter. Nick Oreo.
Pizza's here.
Mr.
Woo!
Oreo.
Question, is this necessary? Do we need this here and then this right here? And then this message, or how long we can... This is already like another... Okay. Wolfgang was extremely keen on doing anal with... Oh my god. On doing anal and being extremely conflicted on the position. Wolfgang opened up one of the condoms out of the packet, hastily attempting to take control of the situation, despite me in numerous intervals being extremely hesitant to do anal, let alone any sex in general, because I was extremely reluctant, tired, and hungry. Again, I was extremely reluctant. Previous comment. I'm gonna make you blow as quick as humanly possible, is the quote. Whatever. He opened the condom, however, showing he wanted to engage in anal sex, despite me making a multitude of excuses on why I really didn't, going over stresses and anxiety and problems with anal. I do faintly remember consistently stating no. I do faintly remember... Dude, you gotta try. You have to try. I faintly remember consistently stating no. So he either said no 62 times or he didn't at all. He doesn't remember which one. It's a faint memory that I consistently said no. I instead opted to do the bare minimum, being oral, to satisfy him because he told me he wanted sex and I did not want to upset him on our first day because I spent hundreds to see him and he spent hours to get here. What transpired was me being as close to being sick numerous times, finishing him off with my hands as I was physically repulsed. You do not have to have sex with someone who's fucking got an iDubbbz penis. You can say no. This is like... Okay. He would ask if he wanted to film the situation, which I did decline. He appeared rather dissatisfied, and he told me to use the purple glitter dildo that he provided, called the Cinderella. Dude, what the fuck am I reading right now, dude? Dude, first of all, can we just point out, he offered shower sex, and this guy was like, nah, dude, we'll do it stinky. Second of all, he told me to whip out the Cinderella. Oh my god. Dude, Cutie needs to change her name. They literally offered to have sex in the shower, and I was like, please shove the Cinderella into my ass. Which I then inserted. Hurt and was rather uncomfortable, but I did regard... Wait, you shoved the Cinderella into you? He was dissatisfied, so he brought a dildo that you shoved up your ass? Dude, what the fuck? Dude, this guy got... can I just make a crude joke here? This guy got pressured into raping himself in the ass. It's true. This guy was so not willing to have sex, he fucked his own ass with a dildo. The Cinderella. This is crazy. Wolf also fingered me without my permission, and it hurt and was uncomfortable, which I abruptly used my body language to move. The phallic object is censored on the top shelf. You were like, wait, hold on, you were filming this? Like, wait, you took a picture of the Cinderella? And the condom is right... The Cinderella is censored... This is ridiculous. Rags, why did you censor it? Rags, because he censored it so I could watch it in my video. It's the only excuse. The phallic object is censored on the top shelf. The condom is ripped open from the wrapper on the shelf, corroborating the authenticity of the situation. Dude, how... This guy was literally... He was screenshot... The minute he found out this guy was smelly, he screenshotted and filmed every aspect of the situation. Oh my god. He was willing to use it while I was visibly shaken and uncomfortable and stating no. I offered to do it another time, which was indicative of me not being willing to do it and then stalling. I made it clear I did not wish to have sex that day and dodged any advances. Do you want to try topping? I could, but I'm stressed about it. I don't know if I'd be able to stay hard. This is not no. This is I could. This is a maybe. This is maybe I could do that, but I don't know if I'd be able to. We could try something tonight before you leave. I kind of want to blow you in this outfit. That'll tell us if you could stay hard. I was actually going to leave pretty soon since I keep falling asleep. Ah, that's okay. None of this is no. None of this is even remotely no. Rag said he couldn't handle the knot. Jesus Christ. When I decided to leave earlier to avoid his consistent requests, he leaned in to try and kiss me, which I avoided to just hug him, and then he attempted to recorrect the situation by leaning in to kiss me again, which I very uncomfortably reciprocated before leaving. In 2020... Okay, so this is a previous allegation. That's not relevant to this discussion. I'm not interested in people put other people's stories in their own fucking document. Come in here. I do want my... Okay, dude. Okay, dude. Okay, dude. Parlo sent a copy of the Pyrocynical files, and then Wolfgang said, come in here, and Parlo said, yeah, I do want my pee-pee sucked. I might be a little horny, but you'll have to be delicate. So that's not no. That's also not no. That is a hard yes. Fake Wolfgang said, you and Zilla will call me Samuel later. Is that Samuel, like, the Twitter account, the iconic Samuel? Is Samuel also engaging in the gay sex, like, triangle? Oh, God. The voice is coming out. It's so over, Parlo bros. I can't wait to listen to them debate about the Cinderella now. This is insane. Samuel L. Jackson, yeah. In the Discord screenshots, Wolfgang is messaging me on Discord about engaging and stating to me while I was busy creating a document to check what I sent you. I sent the Pyrocynical document that I was working on. Dude, he was in the middle of horny posting his, like, gay hookup while he was writing the... That's so fucking insane. If you aren't capable of saying no to sex when you don't want to, you shouldn't be engaging in sexual situations. I hate to fucking bring up a Destiny talking point, but, like... Yeah, if you can't say no, this is like, casual sex is not for you. And it's like, can't say no could be a lot of different things. I'm talking about this. If you can't say no over text message, if you can't say no over Discord, if you can't say no before the guy flies to the country that you're living in on your dime, and if you can't say no in the moment, you probably should not be having sex. Like, that's probably like a horrible idea. That is a horrible idea to have casual sex if you can't say no over Discord, you know? There needs to be planning involved with this. Yeah, I just, and he's saying he has anxiety problems, to be fair. Yeah, he has anxiety problems. You shouldn't be engaging in casual sex. You just shouldn't be doing that, yeah. However, Wolfgang did not pick up on this and proceeded to once again ask to come here to meet him. 10 minutes later, after he asked the person to meet again, I obliged Chimley to get the situation over with. Keep in mind, this is Parlo's document. I know, I mean, it's pretty obvious that it is, but I feel the need to clarify that because Parlo looks like such an asshole. Oh God, the shower situation. Is it because he wasn't showering or something happened in the shower? After Zillow returned, we all collectively planned to go to bars and drink.
Nick just started insulting me viciously on Twitter.
Jimmy's mommer.
So they are 21. Okay. Thank you. Wolfgang hoped that Xylo would not be returning back after a couple of drinks, that I could potentially re-engage in more intercourse. Wolfgang was seen consistently pushing the idea of shower sex. Why would the smelly guy want to do that? Also, Zillow attested since he was in the adjacent room, I offered to have the shower first before Wolfgang, questioning who would go first, clearly pushing the motive that I did not want to share a shower with him or engage sexually at the time following the prior incident. Wolfgang was then seen entering the room regardless after me and entering not only the bathroom, but the shower itself while I washed myself. I did not make direct eye contact as I purposely looked the other way as I was extremely uncomfortable and got undressed very timidly while I watched. He offered to rub soap on my back.
Nicholas DeOrio.
Keffels appreciated the shout out.
Parlo is the asshole in this, by the way. All of this is being done after a GoFundMe was set up to go
Yeah,
to
we
him.
covered that before. As I got ready to leave, I observed his shavings in the bathroom sink. And then he asked me to rub some soap on his back,
Is
which
Dark EU
made
a
me
virgin?
uncomfortable.
No, I am not.
When I left
Why
after
would
the
so many
ordeal,
people be Googling that?
He took notice of how unsettling the dynamic was, and then he left. So wait, you guys just rubbed soap on each other, and that was... This feels more like a catfishing situation. Yeah. Like, the thing is, right, Wolfgang does not seem aggressive in any of this. It sounds like Parlo was probably totally down for a lot of this behavior if Wolfgang didn't look fucking disgusting. Now, that being said, it sounds like aspects of the sexual stuff wasn't communicated properly that Parlo was not interested in. I will acknowledge that. But there's no attempt to communicate this before or after. And it seems like Parlo is just not even willing to, like he's just willing to just go through all of this so he can write a document about it later. In all these instances, it was clearly deciphered that I was uncomfortable. Again, I don't think it's clear. It's easy to decipher I was uncomfortable. Zillow was able to clearly discern this. However, I tried to make light of the situation at the time because of how grossed out I felt. Perhaps Wolfgang did not pick up on all the examples of this. However, he rushed into the situation clearly, only thinking about himself and personal desires. This is all well and good the way you're writing it, but again, all these messages are like, come in here, I want my pee-pee sucked, I might be a little horny. It's like, yeah, I mean... The messages here, the way you're talking about it and the messages that you're showing don't look like the same person. The Zillow situation, Zillow was publicly known to have been 17, turning 18 on September 30th. Wolfgang knew the age. Zillow was born on September 30th, 2007. Wolfgang. Zillow was seen counting the days until his 18th birthday in a group chat which contained close mutuals with Wolfgang. Wolfgang also knew this was Zillow counting down the days until his birthday. Wolfgang is publicly known to have been 21. This means there is a 3.5-year age gap. Okay. Cool. As soon as Zillow turned 18, 2 days later, Wolfgang proceeded to get sexual in his DMs, sending unsolicited nudes, which Zillow felt forced to receive and compliment. Nah. This is like, don't have casual sex, don't engage, but I'm sorry. You were forced to compliment it? Ladies out here, how many times has someone sent a cock in your DMs? Do you feel forced to say it's a good cock? That's not weird. No, I think it's weird to just send unsolicited nudes to someone. Sure, 100%. You don't think it's weird at all to say, yeah, it's a fucking nice penis? You ever go like, yeah, I really like the angle of the shaft? No, you just block them. As Wolf baited for positive attention, Wolfgang also proposed to have a three-way in the Airbnb when we met, insinuating to Zillow being involved. When Zillow asked for clarification, Wolf turned into him being willing to engage and had them proceed to tell me about it. Can you join VC real quick? I can ask him there. I can't, unfortunately. I'm going to uni. Oh, okay. Do you want me to just put it in here? I was talking about a three-way we talked about before. Yeah, do you want to call about it? Yeah, Zillow said he wanted to do the three-way, like before he got all sleepy. Like in general, with you and someone else who's a third? Like anyone who could be a third? No, like you, me, and him. Oh, yeah, I'd love that. Wait, I'm sorry. So, this person was creeping on some dude on his 18th birthday, and that's weird, but you were willing to have sex with that guy? When did they turn 18? Avalon, happy birthday. Yeah, dude, this is... Okay, dude. Yeah. So, I don't care about the age gap. Fuck the age gap. He's arguing this dude's a creep for messaging someone 2 days after they turn 18, but in the messages, he's like, what is this, 7:10:25? This is 9:30:25? Oh, 10:07. So this is like right after the person turned 18. A week after Zillow turned 18. So you wanted to fuck this guy as soon as he was 18, but you're insinuating he's a pedo for the same reason? Oh, the age gap is nothing? My point is, the insinuation here is that this Wolfgang guy is a pedophile, but then the message is showing that you want to also have sex with that guy. Okay. Only if he'd be down with me, though, because I don't know if he named me. Well, yeah, he seems a little sleepy right now. I talked to him about it a bit ago. He asked me about it today. Did he mention me in general, though? Yeah, I said you want to do a three-way at some point, but we'd only do it with people we're cool with, and he asked me about it today. This is, like, insane. Wolfgang was seen vehemently claiming that Zillow was willing to engage, despite reluctance to believe this. Do you want to see the updated club fit? Bet. I would show the third. My ass is kind of showing. Just shaved my whole body. Ugh. Wolfgang was seen throughout the very early October showing Zillow's sexualized outfits he wanted to purchase 3 days after he turned 18. Wolfgang also hinted at showing NSFW images a week after he turned 18. These were all messages sent. What do you mean, hinted at showing that? If he's showing sexual shit, why do you have to look at the other shit? Okay. Wolfgang was seen making his sexual fantasies known in regards to the Zillow shit, stating how he wanted to have sex with him. Wolfgang was seen creating a group chat called Oktoberfest. This was created centering around the idea of a three-way between us. Wolfgang in these group chats posted unsolicited images pertaining to NSFW furry commissions he made, and posted nudes of himself dressed up with a picture of his penis and his dildo. Why don't you leave the group chat? Why don't you leave the group chat, dude? Just go out of there. Okay, maybe the 18-year-old's caught in the fucking furry penis trance. It's the Cinderella. Wolfgang was speaking about it. It sounds like this guy is also trying to organize it, right? Where he doesn't, like, he wants to organize a three-way. Wolfgang was speaking consistently about an apparent three-way plan. He didn't want to ask to have sex with me. He asked if we wanted to do a three-way. Yeah, he said it's... Oh, we just read these messages again. Holy shit, dude. All right, then, take care. All right. Although I believe he did mention the three-way stuff to Sam in a call, I think the biggest threat to these things becoming public is ironically from him. Wolfgang was seen sharing information with numerous YouTubers like Ace Howler and Samuel. Wolfgang was then seen sharing private DMs of me being sexual with him to mutuals and YouTubers. He was seeming to condition... in preparation of him turning 18, which he would then escalate. I got that. I understand what you're saying now. On Monday, the 13th of October, we went back to the Airbnb one last time to collect our belongings and equipment when Wolfgang was awoken by the door asking us what was happening, to which Silo did not engage and uncomfortably explained the situation. This was recorded? Oh my god, is this around? Wolfgang M4A? Holy shit, dude, they were recording him? Is this gone? Oh no. I think it's gone. Wait. No! It might be gone. I have it! Alright, listen.
Let me check if I have everything. Okay, so do you want me to be honest? When we did stuff, I felt rather pressured to do it. Yeah, it's just...
This makes it even crazier because he's literally now... Wait, so now he's recording himself being pressured, but he couldn't have said this prior?
Like, regarding the, like, start of the thing... Oh, for goodness sake, my fucking flashlight's not working. I just felt kind of pressured.
Dude, your flashlight's not working on your phone because you're recording. I hope that helps.
To do stuff.
He sounds young. No, he's 21.
For you, because I didn't want to make you feel upset if I didn't do anything.
You can tell me no when it comes to that stuff. You don't have...
Dude, and the message is like, you could just tell me that you don't want to do any of this stuff. Why are you doing this?
I know, but I felt afraid that if saying no would just piss you off because I spent about 1,000 on that ticket, but...
Wait, you thought it would piss him off that you spent $1,000 to fly him here?
I mean, I was just saying things that was...
I even told you we don't have to do stuff until December if you want.
I mean, I tried not to necessarily.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
I told you we can wait if you wanted.
I did. But regarding the shower stuff, I was like saying about like I do you want to have a shower first before after me?
I'm sorry.
And then regarding like anal and stuff, you like ripped the condom and you were like, oh, do you want to do anal now? Do you want to do anal now?
Yeah, and then you said sure, and I took the condom out, and then you're like, no. I'm like, okay. Okay, I put it back.
Why would I say that?
What?
That's what you said.
By the way, keep in mind, this guy doesn't know he's being recorded. He has no idea he's being recorded.
Okay.
That's what happened.
I don't know. I just felt a bit off put by everything. I feel like it was.
He doesn't even like deny.
Rushed a little too much. You feel me?
Why would I say that? As if you had the word no?
And regarding like the other stuff, when you like asked me a lot, like to go in bed and do that stuff, I just didn't really feel anything, and it was pretty uncomfortable as well.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean for that.
I don't know. Let me just do one last sweep and check. I might be back again, don't worry. But I just want to make sure I have everything for now, because I like...
Well, what's going on? Please, speak to me.
Yeah, this is not helping his case here, dude. Also, I thought this thing was counting down, and it's counting upward. So, like, the video keeps getting longer, but it's not.
I just feel like sometimes, and I don't think you intend for it, but sometimes you just push in, it puts a lot of stress on me.
So in this, he's like, I don't even think you're intending to do this, but here he's like a rapist, gigapedo.
And like the sex thing as well, it's like, I just felt like I had to do it, like the day you came over, because, I don't know, I was already really tired, and I just felt like I had to do it because I didn't want to upset you. Yep.
You don't have to.
I didn't see that in my messages.
Dude, you didn't have to shove the princess up your ass. I'm sorry, dude. That's the part that I'm not gonna believe. Is like I felt pressured to fucking myself in the ass with a dildo. That's insane. That's ridiculous, dude. That's insane. Is there anybody on Earth who could pressure you into like doing a sex act on yourself that you don't want to? I don't know. Half my chat's like, nah, dude, that could totally happen, and the other half's like, no, fuck no. I'm sorry, I'm in a new frontier here, guys. This is insane.
Okay, I think that's everything.
Anal, 100% no. Yeah, like, dude, I'm sorry. I don't know. I can't think of a fucking scenario in my head where this would make sense. What else do we have here? Wolfgang was heard profusely crying and apologizing, stating that I could have just said no, and after that he told me that I didn't have to do anything. Wolfgang is seen making this exact claim to someone else who got accused of improper conduct. You could have just said no. But I hate to be the bearer of bad news. You could have just said no. But it doesn't have to be verbally during the act or whatever. It probably still should be, let's be honest here. It could have been during all the messages where you said that you wanted to blow him until he comes, or that you said that you were really horny and you wanted to suck dick or something, or when he says that, like, you could have said no in any of the Discord conversations, right? That was an opportune time to express that you didn't want to do anything else, right? That is exactly when you could have done it. Wolfgang is seen sharing this information. Oh, we read this part already. Holy shit, dude! What the fuck was that? Which led to him disengaging, including me, stating no several times. Okay, where are we? Okay. This is contrasted by the numerous statements he made where he pushed for sex at times where he would like, for example, 11, he stated he would rather do it as soon as he came. Okay, we've looked at all these messages. Come in here. Wolfgang was heard apologizing for the shower incident and not denying what I stated in regards to me asking if I can go in first. Again, I didn't realize that was an implication or whatever. It seems like he just came in there and rubbed soap on you. I don't know what I'm supposed to be reading from this. He was heard corroborating the condom situation. What was the condom situation? It sounds like you told him no, and then he didn't use the condom, right? Yeah. I don't... Like, is him going into the shower the bad part, or... Are you forgetting about the implication? Yeah, I guess. Soap could be scary. Which led to him disengaging and stating no several times. I was not comfortable doing it. We are friends. You're welcome for the Gatorade. I meant jam. I thought if we became friends when you said you wanted to hook up with me. You asked. I said sure. And no, and no, and no, and no, and no. Blocked. This bear striking similar... Okay, that's the previous drama. What is this? Wolfgang is seen posting furry NSFW showing me atomically correct canine genitalia in the artwork. Oh god. Okay, that's not good. Anatomically correct canine genitalia. That's not good. The artwork shows me not... Oh, no. Oh no, dude. Oh god. This is showing me knots. And the genitalia did not bear humanoid characteristics. Oh god, no. Yo, hey, I got in trouble as soon as I came back. When he shared this content, I did not respond out of discomfort. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Also, where are you at? What do you mean? On the way home? Do you still want me there? Up to Zillow and Parlo if they want you there, but Samuel is gonna be... Dude, Samuel! Is that the iconic Samuel from Twitter? Samuel! What's happening, Samuel? Are you at the... did you see the Cinderella, Samuel? Are you the Cinderella man? Oh, fuck, dude. Oh, dude, I'm already home already. Oh, chill. How are you feeling? So fucking excited to have this convo. Why? Cause... he's excited to confront me about the situation, putting a false act of confidence. You and Zilla will call me and Samuel later. One of the biggest mistakes you can make as a content creator is making your personal life your content. Wolfgang is now seen posting vague threats as of October 22nd, 2025. In December, I'll be in Latvia visiting my family. Well, my dad's side anyway. That sounds fun. Trying to get him to cuddle in bed right now. Take it easy. I fucked everything up. Wait, what happened? Zillow and Parlo are mad at me. He was trying to get me to cuddle in bed. A blatant self-admission that he was pushing me to conform to what he wanted?
I recommend watching Nicholas DeOrio's latest video.
I'm trying to get him to cuddle in bed right now. This was like proof that he was trying to manipulate me. This is like... Dude, they're talking about having sex in messages. This is not like... What is this, dude? Did he leave his shoe as evidence? The reason why this is relevant is because okay, this is from the other document that we didn't read. In reality, I was going in and out of the bedroom. It had the only outlet in the Airbnb where I could use my phone. There were 2 outlets in the living room and one in the bedroom, and one of the outlets in the living room was also being taken by Parlo, and the other had one socket that didn't work, and another had a socket being taken up by extenders. Wolfgang is seen directly contradicting himself, and that was made clear in his DMs with Byte. Zillow, who was presented to the Airbnb at the time, also insists that Wolfgang was attempting to push me to engage with him in the bedroom. Holy shit, dude. I talked to him. How are you processing it? He is still willing to publicly lie about me if I go public. So in order for everyone to avoid that headache, we made some sort of agreement to never speak of it again. Given the fact that it's now leaked to people like M. Rao, I think it's probably beyond your control. Dude, I was saying, like, why does Parlo talk to Himpleton? Why do any of these people talk to, like, the commentary shitters? But, I mean, they're also kind of, like, shitter adjacent anyway. King of Kong, did I miss the Go East review? Billy, this is... Whatever this is, it is way worse than that. Holy shit, dude. Just say if you don't call him by tomorrow, he's going public. What you want to do is your call. You can make a group chat or whatever. I'm really stressed right now. He keeps fucking pushing me. I can't handle it. I'm feeling sick. I was originally notified of Wolfgang attempting to make the situation public by the morning of the 8th by a close friend and mutual who expressed how extremely dissatisfied they were with him pressuring to get in a call and discuss it. I find it absolutely disgusting that you're pushing and pressuring mutuals about the situation and you're instigating it currently to make this matter a public drama. The amount of stress that you've been causing all my friends is disgusting, and you know exactly what you're doing. Who are we suing next? This is... Okay. You know what? I gotta be honest with you. I don't know how much more of this I can really handle. Do you want to default to them debating it publicly on a stream? On the Dickers live stream? Is there anything else in here that I really need to see, or do you want to see these guys fight? So it's them. These are them fighting about whether they're going to release it. Wolfgang is seen stating I ignored his efforts to resolve a stressful situation. He is saying that I slandered him attempting to slander him as a zoophile. This is not true. My document does not claim that he's a zoophile at all, only describing the nature of the images he posted, but stopped short of making any definitive claim. Okay. Digital cage fight? Yeah, dude. The animals are fighting. As corroborated in previous screenshots, Wolfgang was attempting to engineer a conversation with me. Posting image. Okay, this is like the suicide baiting. Cool. Holy fuck. Here's the audio. So this is the audio. Wolfgang suicide baiting. This is it?
Yeah, hello?
Dude, why is every single fucking call Parlo at full volume and the other guy at 1% audio?
Yeah, go on.
What's good?
Ooh, what's with the call? Because we don't usually do this.
I don't know what Shinji is.
I don't know. I'm just in a good mood.
Yeah, I know. You're in the mood to kill yourself.
What?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you don't sound so down about it.
I do. It's kind of devastating, honestly.
Well, what can you do?
Yeah, there's nothing I can do, but, like, what's with the garden hose?
What?
Carbon monoxide poisoning.
Oh, yeah, okay, dude. Yeah, this guy's running a garden hose into his house to kill himself with the fucking fumes of his car. That is an explicitly stupid way to die.
I'm gonna duct tape it to my gas tank and then...
Dude, give me a fucking break here.
My gas tank,
Dude, this guy's like, he's not even thinking of cutting himself. He's not gonna take pills. This guy's gonna fucking create a garden hose contraption to die with.
Lost him and put the other side through the window.
When are you gonna do this? Like, on call or something?
I don't know, when I get bored. I mean, I just reached out to my...
This is like Cartman trying to kill himself in the Tesla.
Who I thought were my friends of, the past few months, and found out not only were they not my friends, but they actively hated talking to me. So, I don't know. It can't really get much worse. I can't really get many more...
Sorry, Butters. Yeah, we're gonna have to kill ourselves tomorrow. Yeah, no, we're gonna get in the car.
Reasons to,
Careful, Nick. This is a common form of ideation. Well, I don't know what that means, so I'm safe.
And then they said that actually they talked to a lot of people.
I'm actually totally safe because I have no idea what that word means.
A lot of people hate me, so yeah, really can't get many more reasons. The stupid plastic on this thing will come off.
He sounds like Desmond. Desmond! From Smiling Friends?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like telling someone who you just found out was going to kill themselves to, like, fuck off is a little crazy. But,
yeah, it's probably not going to make me smile.
I guess that's just me. What do I know?
Yeah, I don't care about any of this, dude. I'm sorry. Bro, dude, I'm so fucking jaded at 28. If somebody called me saying that they were gonna fucking... I would probably laugh and hang up if they told me they were gonna kill themselves with a garden hose in their car. I'm a horrible person, clearly, but I would not be able to take... First of all, I don't know why anyone would call me to begin with. I'm probably like the last person to call, but like, holy shit, dude. That's insane. Blue is seen sharing audio of Wolfgang's alleged suicide baiting, which Bite is highlighting. Dude, all these people are fake. None of these people are real. Who the fuck is Bite, dude? Parlo, art sexualizing anatomically correct genitalia and depicting nodding canine dog cock is inherently zoophilic. Wait, what? Wait, what? First of all, I agree with that, to be clear, that it is zoophilic. But wait. Wolfgang is stating how I ignored his effort to resolve the claim. My document does not claim he's a zoophile at all. It only describes images he posted, but stopped short of making any definitive claim. Here you are, saying he's a zoophile directly to him. So, okay, he's saying Internet Adjacent is lying because the document that hasn't been written yet doesn't accuse him of being a zoophile. I only did that verbally, I only did that to him directly. Wait, what? Dude, Parlo's messages literally contradict the statements in his document. Holy shit, dude. Dude, I can go into the store and buy a dildo shaped like that right now. Ew. Oh, God. Ew. Ew, what the fuck, dude? So he's into, he's into dog. Not like human dog. He's into dog, bro. Okay, that's not good. There's a distinct difference between anthropomorphic furry art with humanoid genitalia and furry art depicting anatomically correct canine cock. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that both of these people are probably still zoophiles. That's my personal opinion. I don't know. Okay, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know, dude. I feel like anybody who's having this conversation who ever had to utter this statement. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Furry semantics is crazy. I don't want to talk about any of this ever. I don't want to know anything about this. I don't know any... Dude, holy shit, dude. This is just not... This is... Okay. This is... Oh, dude, why do you gotta draw animals of dogs with cocks, dude? Can we just not do that? Okay, are they zoophiles? That's not a good definition since Bad Dragon is owned and operated by a pedophilic zoophile. Oh, God, this is a lot. Casting sex toys based on human cock, feline cock, and dog cock is inherently a red flag. That's a flag? That's a flag? It's a flare. That's true. This is just ridiculous. I don't know what they want to do, but Blank says it's not true. If you think it's weird, it's fine, but that's... Okay, all I know is the art is concerning, dude. Just holy shit, dude. This is insane. Dude, it's sexual art depicting animal genitalia and it's fundamentally weird. Why are we talking about other people? This isn't a good response strategy. Weird is different from zoophilia. Just you're justified if you think it's weird, but you're accusing me of crime. Big difference. Dude, I don't know, dude. I think this whole thing is fucking disgusting. This is insane. There's a massive difference between what I call out and this. Wait, what do you call out? What does this guy call out? I think if you get art of real humans with a penis, then I see no issue. Penis like what? A not penis? Wait. So now he's talking about porn of a human with a dog dick. Why do you not see a problem with that? You can't deny people are going to be sexualizing mainly that organ because there's no what? Opposite? No, it's not opposite. I think if you get art of a human with a penis like that, I see no issue. Penis like what? A knot. Yeah, he's talking about putting a dog dick on a human body. It's literally canine genitalia. It's attached to a feral quadriplegic dog. This is a lot. We need to consult YMS on this immediately. You can make the argument with furries in general, why people are sexualizing characters that have animal characteristics. I think there's a major difference between anthropomorphic characters and atomically correct canine cocks. This is just... These furry characters are anatomically correct. They have tails and muzzles and dog ears. I think you know what parts of the art are going to be specifically sexualized.
Is DarkFabAU a virgin? No, I am not. Why would so many people be Googling that?
This is just... A quadriplegic dog is also like... That means like it's Joe from Family Guy. Listen, I do not want this public. Like I know you don't. Not only would this destroy one of our careers, but it's insanely embarrassing for both of us. Am I wrong? Why were you boasting that if I came out, you'd serve to lose nothing and be... Alright, fuck this shit, dude. I'm done. I don't want to read any more of this. I just want to watch them fucking fight. Alright? I'm gonna go pee, because I didn't have a pee break tonight, and now we're gonna watch the Dickers live stream, where these two guys fucking duke it out, bro. This is insane. This is actually fucking crazy. Holy shit, dude. Oh, quadrupedal means 4 legs. I thought they had Joe from Family Guy with a dog cock or something. I'll be right back. I'm gonna give you a palate cleanser of iDubbbz.
Costume and was misunderstood as trans Dobby. Yeah, what are you gonna do? People like dress up as Dobby, and I'm like, oh, like J.K. Rowling's a transphobic person, you know. And then of course the haters can read into it. What are you gonna do? It pisses me off to see people taking that interpretation, but I'm not gonna make I'm not gonna tweet about it.
Alright guys, I've been neglecting a certain sector of my audience who is looking for V content. You know the V content, right? We cover EHD, but we haven't been covering the IA+. For this segment, I have nothing, except one of the influencers of our time, Stoic Chronicles, who has been, while I've been gone, updating everybody on the livelihood of our favorite content creation. We have so many new things to look at here. We could really hit any of these. These are edited cut videos by Stoic Chronicles that show us all of the iDubbbz stream clips that we've been missing. One of iDubbbz is 200 viewers, and that's being nice, is actually a plant. So what do we want to check out here? We're going to do this for a little while, fuck it. We have how he despises his own grandfather. Ian taking an autism test. Ooh, that could be interesting. iDubbbz hates Northern Lion. I don't know who Northern Lion is. There's an Ethan anti-Semitic one. A deranged bathroom tangent. A reaction to performative males by Curtis Connor. Apparently he cannot afford socks. Ian gets berated by Anissa, and he's starting to get paranoid. Those are all the new ones. Dude, this is a wiggler for iDubbbz. It's terrifying. Thank you, Grizzly. So let's take a look here. I want to check out the newest one. Why does he hate his grandfather? Now, before we watch it, I imagine it's because his grandfather is... If he holy shit. Let's fucking go. Dude, I am all in now. Now that I have peed, I am prepared, alright, to do this forever. We're gonna watch, some of this conversation. Dude, Wiggler Infinity Mirror, this is so tweaking. Yo, alright guys, are we fucking locked in? Are we ready for the iconic animal? Is this a mating session? Oh nice, you're covering Parlo. I think that if you want to watch the actual Parlo coverage, especially the stuff that I didn't cover, you should probably watch Chud Logic's version. I think that Chud's version is probably way better than mine, because he's been covering this the entire time. I haven't even seen this. I just know it's probably very good. R-Word Rumble. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the debate of the century. Parlo and internet adjacent debate on the furry gay sex allegation. And joining me for this will be my faithful companion, Spike. The Doberman Pinscher that will be used by Michael Vick in this epic Fortnite gameplay. Let's get right into the news!
I figured it, because I don't want to deal with like a whole shit ton of people right now.
Oh, like all
Oh, he feels pressured to answer the phone call. Did you hear that?
Okay, fair enough. If I bring Himbleton in, are you happy with that?
Yeah,
if he feels as though he's like upset because you've like ran from him or whatever, yeah?
I will
okay,
absolutely
Himpy,
argue with Himbleton on that.
it's your time.
So
Here
not only do we
we
have Alex
go.
who wants to join call, but we also have Atwa who is going to bring up how he's just violated a cease and desist order.
Holy shit, dude. No way. All right, we've got a cease and desist violated tonight.
Allegedly, so that would be very interesting to highlight. Himpleton's also not very happy at the situation because, you know, you have to go out for work, but you
Didn't Himpleton leak like the whole video came out early on Himpleton's channel.
have enough time
Parlo's video got
to
leaked.
go and join this call.
Yeah, I got back and Himbleton was bringing in Alex, so I dipped out.
Why did you dip out? You literally were open for a debate.
I told Himbleton I don't want to talk to a whole bunch of people right now.
Wait, I'm being told right now, I got an update right now from Toastify in chat that it actually wasn't leaked. Parlo wanted to premiere it on Himpleton's YouTube channel. If you don't know who Himpleton is, that's kind of the problem.
You said that you'd debate Alex and you dipped before he joined.
Well, I heard he was doing some shit.
I did not say I would debate Alex.
Yes, you did. You said you'd debunk his lies openly, and you
I don't want to
haven't.
talk to a whole lot of people right now.
Well, you're
Does
not
anyone know if he
talking
talks
with a
about
whole lot of
Cinderella
people.
in
It's
this?
literally going
Yeah,
to
I
be
don't want to. I want it to be a one-on-one.
Yeah, one-on-one between you and Alex.
No, I wanted it to be a one-on-one with me and Himpleton.
So you dipped out before Alex joined, despite the fact that you said you were going to debate him.
I did not say I was going to debate Alex.
You literally said you were going to debunk him.
Can you talk about the fact that the secret recording
dude, I
that
just
you
got
took, by the way,
clapped.
was...
I thought you said
Dude, Cinderella man? Yeah, dude, aw, man.
you weren't going to pussy over the legality of it, even though I had all legal right to do so.
I'm not talking about the legality of it. I'm talking about the fact that the secret recording you took has now back...
Isn't it crazy that Cinderella wasn't named after, like, a dog? I feel like... like, this story specifically, they would have named it after a dog.
My story, because that's exactly what I've been saying this
You
entire
mean the one
time.
where you forcibly came into the shower room and you literally didn't refuse?
Dude, you forced your way into the shower room and then gaily rubbed fucking... rubbed soap on
I didn't come into the shower room. I asked you if you want to take a shower together, and you said yes.
Okay, because
I literally asked you.
We could get a...
Dude, and by the way, keep in mind, the person on the screen right now who's hosting this beautiful stream is Dickers. Dickers is in the bottom right-hand corner. Internet adjacent, Dickers and Parlo are doing this.
Zillow to attest because they were actually a witness to the situation. I
Dylan
stated...
told me he's an unreliable narrator because he can't fucking remember anything about like this entire thing. So I don't know what the
Could
fuck
you send me
going
that
on.
DM?
Who said that?
Zillow
That's what
has apparently
Zillow
said
said.
that. Could you send me that DM?
Zillow stated, Zillow can attest and corroborate because he was a witness there. I stated, do you want to go in the shower first or should I? Clearly illustrating that I did not want to shower with you. And then when I was taking off the clothes, I was doing it so rigidly because I was so uncomfortable.
So this is just the document in verbal form, and we could have skipped everything else.
By the fact that you were in the room with me.
Zillow can attest you were taking your clothes off rigidly. How would he attest to that?
Your friend who wasn't in the room knows exactly the way that you took your pants off.
No, this is mutually exclusive now. Now that we're inside.
By the way, Rigid is also the name of McJuggernugget's studio. Rigid Studios, dude. It has nothing to do with this, but I felt safe by explaining that to you and being able to pause this for a few more seconds.
The room, okay? Because after you just came barging in, then I take a shower. I do not make any eye contact with you.
Into the room.
Well, yes, you did. You literally just made your way in because you had this entire fantasy about having shower sex.
No, I asked if you want to take a shower.
Dude, I think that the shower was probably good for both of you guys because you said that he was smelly, right? Wouldn't that have kind of fixed half of your issues with him?
Shower together, and you said yes. I didn't just kick the door in and go
No,
like.
I never
"All
said
right,
you
we'll
kicked the
take
door in. I said you literally forced your way inside, literally completely disregarding all the signs that I clearly didn't want to do anything. And then at the very end, did you have was that your pubes in the sink or was that...
Was that your pubes in the sink? Dude, Pyrocynical is somewhere laughing his fucking ass off about this shit, dude. Were those your pubes in the sink?
No, I shaved my face.
Okay, so you didn't wash it down the sink anyway, so then you are...
Dude, were those your pubes? No? Interesting. You're still disgusting, freak.
Asked me to scrub your back before I went out. Really?
Well, he scrubbed your back, so he was asking if you'd scrub his.
Yeah, I helped you shower. What the fuck?
No, you literally asked for me to scrub your back. Now you scrub my back. Do you know how comfortable that is?
I asked if I helped you shower, and I asked if you would help me.
Okay, so this is definitely one of those don't have casual sex scenarios. I'm sorry, this is just getting stupider by the second.
Me? What?
Excuse me, I think you're neglect.
Dude, the fact that he's talking about this like he's exposing like the most evil act in human history is why I'm probably even being more antagonistic towards him. Like the way he's describing this, it's his smoking gun is the shower soap allegation.
The main point here, okay? First of all, there was clearly enough signs via body language and also by my own personal words that I clearly did not want to have a
By the way, all of those words did not include no.
shower with you. Then when I felt there was no way possible to say no, because keep in mind...
There was no way possible to say no, but you said no in all these ways that you claim were extremely clear. Why didn't you just make them slightly clearer if that was your intention?
When you've been denied sex before, you've completely given the person a cold shoulder. You're completely unpredictable.
Dude, he literally said that he didn't want to do anal sex, and it seemed like that was abided, right? Am I wrong? Did he not just straight up say, no, I don't want to do anal sex? And they put the condom away? It sounds like Parlo did say no throughout this.
On Nicholas DeOrio.
But acts like he didn't say no to justify everything else.
For example, when
Because literally, he pulled out a condom, he goes, yeah, I don't really want to do anal. So they didn't do anal.
Spa, on Zello's behalf, stated that he didn't want to do anything.
Dickers looks happy during this convo because he's literally striking gold. Dickers has the ideal Augie RFC scenario where two people just called in and are having insane drama, and you just have to sit there and like laugh and collect super chats. It's literally the best case scenario.
You completely, like, literally aired him, ignored him, and fucked him off for the rest of the day.
What do you what?
Spock can literally attest that.
Okay, this is going into like a different area now. Just real quick. Parlo. So there was a conversation where you said, "Okay, we can go in the shower. Do you want to go first, or shall I?"
Yeah.
Apparently, after that internet adjacent said, "Oh, well, we can go in at the same time."
Wait, he had 500 views. Am I the biggest fucking stream covering this? Are people finding this information out from me? I legitimately feel bad to those people.
It'll be quicker.
Please tell me somebody larger has talked about this.
Did that happen?
No, not to what I recall.
That is what it happened. That's exactly what happened. I said,
oh shit, dude.
It would save us time if we did that.
Okay.
I do not recall that.
Apparently,
well, because you were
internet adjacent enters.
Like the whole day doing like the pyro doc. So we were.
Yeah, I brought up the pyro document to you to clearly show that I wanted to be preoccupied with something else to disengage with the sexual conversation that you kept instigating.
We were going to leave at 6:30, and by the time that we had like sexual stuff, it was 5:30. So it was like, all right, well, we have an hour to get ready, and
I don't recall who's running for office. Perfect. Who is this conversation between? Okay, Parlo, the guy who's making the pyro video, is talking to Internet Adjacent, whose name is actually Wolfgang or something on Discord, and he's talking, and it's being hosted by Dickers. Are you following?
Doing like a lot to get ready. So, what the fuck do we do?
Are they gay? Yes, they are gay. Parlo was supposed to be the top, if that's important to you, and apparently, Internet Adjacent is horrifically ugly in person and stinks. So he reluctantly only sucked his cock.
So,
oh, and there's the Cinderella. So after Parlo sucked Internet Adjacent's cock, he was not satisfied. So he asked Parlo to shove the Cinderella up his ass, to which Parlo obliged. I hope you are now up to date.
So you're in the bathroom at this time, okay? Are you in between
and yes, the Cinderella is purple.
Dressing at this point? Or are you about to start undressing?
To what I remember, I was getting undressed near the shower rack, like very
I'm sorry, it is pink, purple, and it's glittery.
slowly, and like...
Yeah, dude, stop. His body language said no, but he shoved it in his own butt disapprovingly.
Like, I just felt myself kind of seizing up because I didn't know how to get my...
Is Cinderella a word for something else? It is a word for something else. It is a gigantic, glittery dildo.
...self out the position that I was in.
I'll actually be right back, Dickers. Is that okay?
Yeah, I mean, you've got perms to hop on whenever you want, if you'd like.
I'll be...
Did he just say you have perms to top on? Or...
Yeah.
I would have thought you want to contend with this, but okay. Right. So, you say that you never had that...
So, if you think that Internet Adjacent just panic left because this was horrible optics and a terrible idea, you might be right, but he comes back.
Conversation. You never said at any point, oh, do you want to have it at the same time? Yeah, sure, sounds great.
No, I was not enthusiastic about this in the slightest.
But you were enthusiastic in the messages that we read. You were literally enthusiastic about it until you saw what the guy looked like in real life.
But enthusiastic, I'm saying whether you said it or not.
Like, the message we saw was him saying he's going to make you come as fast as possible. And that was described as, clearly I wasn't interested in doing this for a long period of time, when it was, like, obviously, like, just a straight-up sexual remark.
Regardless, no, I don't remember saying it at all.
Okay. So you were in the shower and turned away, kept yourself turned away, while Internet Adjacent was...
Yes.
Getting undressed
Explain
himself,
to me how
presumably?
this would make any sense that I simply stated, yes, we can do this to be quicker, and then I turn away, do not make any eye contact, and simply keep myself to the far opposite side of the shower the entire time.
Nick just started insulting me viciously on Twitter.
Right, okay.
Anyone else would be able to judge via body language that the person, especially me, was clearly like in distress, and I
This technically can't be a URR because it's on the third channel.
wanted to get out. I felt genuinely trapped in there.
Oh, here comes Internet Adjacent is back and ready to go. He stayed out of the conversation for 3 seconds.
Comfortable.
Alright, there we go, I'm back.
Okay. So, when did you first start making this claim that you had an agreement that you were going to have a shower at the same time? Because it'd be quicker.
I said that, like, after he said the, like, do you want to go first or do you want me?
Directly afterwards. So you're not referencing some message in the DMs days before about shower sex.
Yeah. We also brought up shower sex before in the DMs. Even before this whole
But
trip.
I'm saying it's not a reference to those. You saying in the moment, right? So I guess it's
in the moment I asked.
He
and
said, she
yes.
said. Did you feel as though Parlo was tense when you got in the bathroom?
Dude, what does this mean? Did you feel like Parlo tensed up when you guys were having your bathroom moment?
Right.
What, dude? I can't believe this is being debated on a fucking live stream, dude. Streamers are insane.
He's kind of trying to
So Gabrielle just said, I absolutely hate this guy. I don't know which guy.
turn away from you, not speaking.
Why stream this? Listen, we're after 12:13 at night, meaning that the stream would be over anyway, so we might as well keep going, you know? The way I see it is mentally, I have given you guys the approved 5 hours of talking, so fuck it, dude. We're in overtime now, you know? Bathroom moment is not exactly the most romantic phrase.
To you.
No, I didn't suspect anything like that.
Oh, they meant them? Well, either way, I felt like I had to justify it because I had a moment here where I was like, why am I streaming this? So I felt like I needed to prove it to myself too.
Okay. All right then, and Parlo, you're...
Dude, I don't understand why Parlo's not chomping at the bit to do this. He said that fucking Internet Adjacent's hygiene was disgusting. So you have the opportunity to lather him up to your pleasure, you know? You could just, like, you just fucking soap him up, dude, and you'll be good.
Remember him asking you to...
If you think that his... Like, I don't know.
After he got in the shower to wash his back?
After I came out, yeah.
Wait, after you came out the
You
shower?
got out of the shower, went back in the shower, and then fucking soaped him all up.
You'd already done in the shower?
Yeah, I did it genuinely as quick as possible, and then I came out, and then he asked.
Okay.
So you had only one option. You had to go back and lather on the soap.
Is this
Like,
correct
two for me
to
to
how
do
you
it.
remember it?
I
Internet
said,
Jason?
do you want to help me? And you're like, no, I'm going to dip out of here. And I was like, okay, that's fine.
So wait, in his version of events, he didn't even go back and lather the soap on? I am so confused.
No.
So you...
That's not true at all.
Wait,
You told me
well,
to do your back.
I said, "Do you want to help me?" And you said no. I was like, "Okay."
No, I did your back after you literally told me to do it. I said I didn't want to, but you literally
No, you
told
were
me to do
getting
it.
out already.
I did your
You were
back.
already getting out of there.
Wait, I genuinely can't believe
Wait, hold on. This is like, somebody has to be lying now. There's no way this could possibly be misconstrued.
you're literally openly lying right now.
So, wait, Internet Jason,
not
did
lying.
Parlo end up washing your back?
No, I don't believe so. I don't.
Wait, what do you mean you don't you don't recall if your back was washed by Parlo? What are we doing here, guys? You don't recall?
I don't. He did not.
So he went from saying no to I don't believe so now.
He did not do that.
He totally washed this guy's back. I don't believe this.
You have a recording of him literally not even denying that he made his way in despite me not wanting to be there. I genuinely...
Wait, that's not the part that's being contested, Parlo.
Sorry.
You said this earlier on stream that he did. You washed each other's backs, I thought. That was the impression that I got earlier.
I think I said that, like, if he wanted to, and he didn't.
Wait, why is he lying about this? It's like transparently lying.
Okay. Right. Okay. I guess people can go back on stream to see what was said.
Yeah, no, nobody's buying that.
Time then. Okay.
Broke back shower. Yeah, he said he washed Parlo's back. Am I being punked right now? Am I stupid? How is Dickers involved in this? Dickers got the interview of a century. He got them to debate on his stream for no reason. These people just dove in.
I don't even know where to go from that then. Okay, so... Okay.
Dude, he's so happy. I mean, I would be too. This is fucking content.
Yeah, moving along. Okay, so after that, Parlo, at any point did you think that it might be notable that this person has just kind of like walked into the shower room with you guys together and you don't say anything? Like, whoa, what are you doing? Hello, I'm in here. Are you okay? I'm not done
What's
yet.
the name of the guy?
Just to indicate that
Orbiter,
you are
Nick
in the shower.
Thank you,
Mr. Oreo.
And that maybe he shouldn't be.
My document covers like numerous examples.
No, he asked you right now. He didn't ask you for a Google document. This is the problem with your Pyro video. All right, he asked you for an answer,
which is very just identical to that situation where
I
even highlighted to Wolf how I have a problem with saying no. So genuinely in situations.
Okay, if you have a problem with saying no, you shouldn't be doing casual sex. I am getting more aggressive about this throughout the entire fucking thing. Yeah, if you have a problem saying no on a Discord call, you should not be having casual sex with people that you fly out to hang out with you.
That I start stressing out, I seize up, and I don't really know how to get myself out that position. I mean, a lot of
you literally should not be hooking up with people. This is insane.
Situations, just yeah.
All right.
Wait, hold on a sec. Wait. You just said that you have a problem saying no. So is it not possible?
It's also something that you have the opportunity to disclose fairly early on. Like, you can tell the person, hey, I have a problem saying no. I mean, maybe a malicious person would take advantage of that, I guess. I don't know. Maybe that would be a good idea.
That's you in person.
You just probably shouldn't have casual sex if you can't say no via a Discord message, or you can't say no to flying somebody out to an uncomfortable situation with you in real life.
Yeah, I literally told you that in person, so I don't know why you're acting like... I told you on the 13th.
I was not told that.
I told you on the 13th.
I don't know why you're acting like that.
I told you on the 13th.
Absolutely did not.
I did.
Like, why are you ever engaging in a sexual act with somebody you don't know well enough to know if they would take... I don't know. I feel you gotta feel people out more than this.
Bed. I told you on the 13th, and you acknowledged it, and you said would go...
Anybody can go crazy. Anybody can go completely off the wall. Anybody can lie to you for extended periods of time. But it looks like you just was like, yeah, totally down to like do whatever at first, and then went, oh shit.
Slow as possible. You're full of shit.
Oh, that. Yeah, I thought you were talking about refusing to take a shower or whatever. I'm like, that's not true at all. And yeah, wait, that doesn't.
Okay,
dog,
on the
that doesn't
13th.
help your claim when you're like, hold on a sec. Wait. You just admitted that I've openly told you we can go as slow as possible to make you comfortable.
No, so you originally denied a claim that I've literally just brought up on the 13th, where I quite literally stated...
Dude.
Let Paul just finish what he's saying.
You go first, because you go first.
What?
Well, you literally just admitted that, like, I told you we can go as slow as possible to make you comfortable. Like, do you not understand how much that like affects the the narrative? That like
It literally does not affect anything. First of all, you fingered me
No,
without my consent.
How?
Okay. Then you consistently
did not
pushed
do
for
that.
penetrative sex. Yes, you did. You did not ask for my
I
consent.
asked you if you
and
wanted
you
to.
They didn't have penetrative sex. They didn't have any of that.
made into the
Alright.
shower without my permission, and we have witness testimony. And you're trying to bring up one specific thing you stated in response after you.
The Cinderella is not. Alright. If you do a sex act on yourself, that is not you having penetrative sex with another person. Can we just be clear about this? If you shove a dildo up your ass, you're not having penetrative sex from that person.
Tried to initially deny that.
You are having penetrative sex. It's not a we thing. If the person is using that item on you, then that would be, yes, then you guys would be having penetrative sex.
Ever happened. I love your way of just manipulating the narrative right now.
Let's
This
walk
isn't
through it real
manipulating
quick,
the
then,
narrative.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
Let's walk through it real quick then.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's a person in my chat. It's like, bro sat on it and said, "You're making me do this."
You're saying
So
that I
what
like,
this is. Yeah, what this is started with is the conversation where you're walking back and forward into the room. You claiming your document. This is because you have a charging plug in that room. You couldn't do it in your own one, so you had to go back into Parlo's. Parlo is claiming this happens every 15 minutes, over 2 hours. Wait, hold on.
Yes,
and
sir.
that apparently Azeroth, or whatever his name.
Who the fuck is Azeroth? Is that like, is that the demon from is Azeroth the demon from the Teen Titans? I thought Azeroth is from the Teen Titans. That's what like Raven's trying to stop.
Okay, Zillow is.
That's what Azeroth. Oh, Azeroth is what Raven says when she's casting spells.
That he heard internet adjacent saying,
"Oh, it's Raven." Apparently, it's all these different things to Raven.
"Okay, I'm going back to bed now. I'm going back now," as if
I
to try
said I
and
was
like
going in the
invite
bedroom.
you.
And I put that in the Google Doc that, yes, the reason I was going in and out is because my phone was in there and it was charging. So I was like, all right, I'm going to go in here for a bit.
I want to hear about the Cinderella Man.
I've talked to Avalon about this. I don't know why the...
Dude, Pyro is probably laughing his fucking ass off about this, and then probably asking where he can commission some of that artwork.
narrative is suddenly changing. Because I told him this is
What
what
narrative
happened.
has
I was like,
changed?
Pyro would read those messages and go, okay, but can you make it fatter?
It's now like me trying to allure like Parlo in there. No, I told Avalon days ago that like the reason I was going in and out of there was because my phone was in there. And it was the only outlet in the fucking Airbnb where I could charge my phone. I put that in my Google Doc.
That's not.
I did
That's
not
not the
say
narrative
yes, sir.
changing.
I don't know why people are saying yes there in chat.
That's just the fact that you've made a claim, and that Azeroth at Zillow
I gotta be honest, Glup Shitto is a meme that goes really hard in this drama, dude.
has like what ignored you. Doesn't find
A
that
whole lot of Glup Shittos out here.
reasonable. When you were going back into your room, okay, because later on you would say to Parlo in DMs, "Come here, :3." Were you saying, "Oh, by the way, I'm going back into my room now"?
No.
In a way to get
When
Parlo
he
to
said-
maybe invite him into your room. I mean, it's not even rape if that happens, right?
When he said that he wanted to not do anything for a while, I was like, okay. So I was going in and out of the room because my phone was in there and it was charging. It was the only place I could use my phone. 2 hours later, I texted Parlo like, all right, come in here. And he's like, yeah, all right, I'm kind of horny.
Dude! And we saw those messages in Parlo's document. Parlo was
It's
like,
not true at all.
Parlo said he wanted to like suck dick in the document.
His entire cable thing is a complete fucking bullshit alibi.
Did you say that you wanted to suck his cock? What is that? What about that part?
He was even seen messaging. Sorry, you let me speak. You were seen messaging your friend Byte, stating you're trying to get me to cuddle you in your room. You came in numerous times, pushing for me to come into the room. I mean, Avalon saw it. We're gonna have his testimony very soon.
Dude, his testimony's about to drop, guys. New take is incoming, inbound.
Consistently seeing you come out you're asking me to come in, then you're also seen stating, look in your DMs, and I consistently make excuses for why I don't
look
want
at your
to engage
DMs.
with
That's
you.
talking about the whole conversation. And then when you're like, I don't want to do anything right now, I'm like, okay, we don't have to.
The
And then I asked
testimony,
him 2
yes,
hours
dude. We're gonna have a third piece of testimony to really get down to the bathroom soap allegations.
Later.
It's not true at all. You continuously pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed.
Dude, it kind of feels fucked up to call other people losers after this. You know, I throw the word loser around kind of willy-nilly in these dramas. But I retroactively, I think more highly of Frogan and Denims after hearing these two speak.
Pressured and
The only instances
that's
where I
been
would say check
levied
DMs,
chronologically
the
in my
only
document
instances
as
where I
well.
would tell you to check DMs are when I send you something in DMs, and there's a significant gap of you saying that, like,
dude, the lathered up allegations, dude. Dude, the guy's so smelly. He's like, I want to see you lathered in soap.
You don't want to do anything, and 2 hours later, I'm like, all right, let's do something. So it's not
You
like
seem
you
pushing
don't want to do.
consistently over the course of
Let me
2
speak.
hours in order
Let me
to engage.
speak.
Yeah.
Let me speak, because you're saying that I was consistently saying, check your messages, check your messages. That's not true.
Dude, Lathergate. Get out of here. Dude, get the fuck out of here, bro. Lathergate.
And you've now confirmed it, because I was saying, I fucking
You're
check your
stuttering.
phone. I was talking
You're
about,
faltering.
like, can you let me speak, please?
Parlo.
You were saying that I kept telling you to check your messages. Those are the messages that have been provided, where I said, do you want to do something? And you're like, I want to be on Minecraft right now. That's where you're saying, like, oh, you're saying, like, check the messages. That's what that's talking about. And then 2 hours later, I say, come in here, and you're like, okay. So how am I
Not true at all. Numerous intervals over with you over the
I'm
course
coming
of
in and out of the bedroom and
countless
saying to
hours.
check your phone when
Coming in,
there's
by
no
the way,
messages in there? How would I be going in and out telling you to check your phone if there's no messages? Why would I be telling you to check your phone? That makes no sense.
not only did you send messages on Discord, but you also came in and verbally asked several times, and Avalon was...
Okay, I'm so confused here. So either he couldn't charge his phone in there or anywhere else, or he could. But it ends anyway with him saying that he wants internet adjacent to suck his dick, right? Like, whatever, however we get there, the ending to this is Parlo saying that he wants to suck his dick. Am I wrong about this?
that, and he can attest. He can literally see what you were doing.
Like, I don't know why we're meandering on this point if Parlo's like, yeah, dude, let's do it.
I
Consistently.
talked to Avalon. Avalon said what I was talking about is check your phone, which is what I've been referring to. About, yeah, check your phone, and then you're saying, oh, I want to be on Minecraft for a bit. That's what this
Fuck, dude, that guy had like fucking, oh my god, bro.
That's what we're talking about. That's what Avalon told me that he's talking about.
Alright, we're zooming ahead here, because this is like a lot of... The cuddling dispute. Fucking, I don't even care about the cuddling dispute. The fight... What is the fight video? Wait, whoa! Whoa!
You didn't really want to have sex anymore? Right.
Mm-hmm.
I guess, like...
Hold on, did I miss... Is the cuddling dispute... Am I missing the thing?
Why would you delete it if it's not incriminating?
It would have been around 6. It would have been around 6 then.
I don't want to miss the Cinderella thing.
Wait, okay, hold on a second.
would have been
Yeah,
around
because this was within...
Did you know that this screenshot was being shopped about? Wait.
Alright, let's go to the
You
fight.
didn't really want to have
Yeah,
sex?
I mean, because of
What made
personal
the... Okay. I mean...
I think it would be probably here. No? Okay.
him, like...
What the fuck is this? Wait, what is happening here?
Yes. We hit him in the dick.
After the situation, and then
Yeah.
for the remainder of the journey back, oh my god, it just dissuaded anyone from wanting to interact with him, because it was so nasty.
Okay, so can I explain what happened actually? So he's saying I've just repeatedly punched this guy in the dick once. No, I accidentally hit him in the dick, and I've apologized to him for that. Because we made no face shots, no dick shots were allowed. I accidentally hit him in the dick, and I apologized for that.
So they were play fighting? Like, he's
Nick
like, is he
just started
laughing?
insulting me viciously on
I threw
Twitter.
up after our fight because I exuded all of my energy.
Why doesn't John Jones do that, bro? I threw up after our fight because I exuded all of my energy. Okay, dude.
Yeah, when you fucking go all in like a 16-minute fist-to-fist fight.
I feel like that doesn't happen. I feel like most people don't have that
Right?
problem.
Yeah, you're gonna be pretty fucking tired, and so I threw up. And when you're saying like, you were like all fucked up on the way home, yes, I had 50-50 vision, and my head was still like, I was still exhausted after the
If there were no headshots, how did your head get fucked up?
fight. Why am I like being shit on for being tired after fighting someone?
Wait, hold on. We've got the video here. Give me 2 seconds.
Wait, the what now? The what? You got the... Oh my god. Oh my god.
No.
Dude, you can
Okay,
see... If
who's
you
that
look,
saying no
if
at the
you look closely, you can see him punching in the dick.
end?
Huh?
What in the Hollywood film is this move, bro?
That's just our friend group who's
No.
watching right now. But he is solid 18 minutes of just him like laying hands on this guy. It was a joking fight at first, but then
Yeah, it was a
then
joking
towards-
fight. Why? What?
Yeah.
Wait, I'm
No,
so...
Dude, why did nobody break this up? There's just like random bystanders just like chillaxing, sitting right
The
down.
reason why this is being brought up is because it was absolutely fucking embarrassing, and that was the reason why everyone was like dissuaded from wanting to engage with you. Then after you started throwing your guts out in front
Dude, why does nobody say, hey, this is really embarrassing? Why does nobody have agency over anything in this entire scenario?
of literally everyone in public,
Yeah, I was right. It's basically just furry Judge Judy.
that was quite enough for like everyone else to not really want to be around you when you were literally covered in
Right.
grass and sick.
Wait, okay. So I'm being... I'm like an asshole for throwing up after a fight and winning a fight or
No,
something.
no
Like,
one's
what
saying
is
that you're an
this point?
asshole for throwing up. This is being brought up to why I was
Dude,
very much disengaged.
Another
from
thing is
wanting
that the smelly guy is literally now just sitting in fucking dirt and fucking grass, dude. He's only gonna stink more after exuding himself of 18 minutes.
to be sexual with you.
And what was your...
Especially with the
what
fact
was-
that you had to
and when you expressed
had to
that...
Airbnb
and when you
shampoo.
expressed that in text that night, when you said you didn't want to have sex, what was my response?
Yeah, and
I
then you
said, "That's
decided,
okay, we
and then
don't
you
have to."
decided.
Dude, why
no,
can't
no,
he
no.
say? Wait, why can't Parlo concede this?
No, what was my response? I said, we don't have to then. I literally said, okay, fine. We do not have to have
Wait, that's a straw man argument to. Oh my god, dude! This guy just pulled out a debate tactic. That's actually an appeal to authority.
Document that we're bringing up. What happened at the end of the 12th was that you came in and you tried to kiss me.
Dude, we have gay Lathergate, we have gay Fight Club, we have gay furry escapades.
Then I got disengaged, and then you came in to do it again. By the way, this is after you didn't brush your teeth after you threw up.
I absolutely did brush my teeth. I don't know what
No,
you're
you
talking
didn't.
about.
No, you
I
didn't.
did.
And also, you had
Absolutely
to Airbnb shampoo.
Ugh.
And you were asking us to get shampoo for you because you didn't
Yeah,
want
I
to. You didn't want to line
no.
up for 10 minutes at TK.
No, I said I wasn't going to make you guys stand around and wait
What
while
is
I bought
Bunty King to
shampoo.
you?
Thank you.
Who is Bunty King?
Nicholas DeOrio?
Release the mouthy Buddha video. Oh
Yeah.
god. Thank you.
So you decided to
I don't know why that one doesn't read.
either ask for us for shampoo and then Uber
I
Eats
said
it
try to
yourself a
use the
couple
one that's
days
at the
after
Airbnb.
because you couldn't get any at the fucking airport.
Wait, why is it an own that he couldn't buy shampoo at an airport?
I said, can I use the shampoo at the Airbnb? What is this thing? What is this matter?
How is it an own to? How is it an own to ask somebody permission to use their shampoo if you're showering? This is so weird.
I mean, it's just being brought up
Right, okay.
solely because this player didn't want to engage.
Did the 17-year-old say that he didn't want to fight anymore? Was he trying to get away?
Oh
Or
my
was it-
god, he's beating up a 17-year-old? Wait, that was the context we were missing, chat. It was just some fucking 21-year-old guy beating the shit out of a 17-year-old.
Fine, like, play fighting together, and nobody cares about this, but you found it particularly unattractive. This made you want to not have sex with him even more.
All of these words are not in the in anything. They're not in anything, dude.
We all talked about it after. It was like the guy really didn't want to be fucking
Oh my god, dude, Aiden just joined the call.
consistently hit in the fucking dick area, and
Actually, I was wondering, I was looking through the transcripts here, and what I'm seeing...
yeah, IA was going around bragging to commentary channels about the
What are you talking
IA went to like Samuel to try and brag about the fight that he got into, and
Yeah,
it was
I was like,
a
dude, look
couple
at my fucking
scratches
hand. I
because
fucked my
he kept
hand up.
fucking hitting the guy's flyer.
Yeah, I fucked my head. What is it? Why does this matter? What is the relevance of this?
was collectively being brought up, and then we went to a fucking Chinese restaurant. The guy picked
Dude,
up
these guys are just imploding publicly. I don't know how either of them show their face anywhere ever again.
my food and started throwing it on the floor in front of everyone. Like, the table...
No, I picked up a dumpling from the middle of the table and threw it on the floor as a joke. And then everyone was like, what the fuck? Why did you do that? And I was like, okay. And I picked it
Yeah,
up.
because your etiquette and the
You
way
have
you
to take
behave
like
in
everything
public.
and take it like, you have to try to make it sound worse by 2 times.
Dude, Your Honor, he was smelly and pukey when he tried to have sex with me. What?
It's like, no, I didn't consistently hit this guy in the dick. I hit him once on accident, and I've apologized to him for that. And Dickers was like,
why did you punch that 17-year-old in the cock, dude? What's wrong with you?
Did the 17
Ironically, they do sound like an old married couple. I don't disagree.
17-year-old want to keep fighting? Yes, he wanted to keep fighting. I was fucking exhausted.
Okay, your etiquette of throwing fucking food on the floor in a public restaurant while we were trying to eat.
It did it as a joke.
Fucking throwing up everywhere and having like literally...
Dude, you flew this guy out. He beat up a child. He vomited everywhere. He threw food on the floor. He smelled like shit. And you still sucked his dick.
No self-care, especially with your hair. That was just reasons why we didn't really want to engage. And then you came around in this fucking horrific rancid femboy outfit with broken fishnets, a wolf mask, and a cross.
Okay, I don't want to see a picture of that. Someone threatened to send, and I do mean threatened to send me a picture of the fishnets. I do not want to see any of these things. I have no interest in ever seeing any of these things.
And everyone was like, what the
that is just rancid, dude.
Fuck is going on here? And it was like, it just added a whole
I
lot
literally
more.
said, does anyone mind if I wear this? And everyone was like, no, no one cares. So I literally don't know what you're
Dude,
talking about.
dude, definitely, dude.
Dude, I've sent you photos of me in that outfit, and you complimented my appearance before. Why is it suddenly now?
Wait, is this like the unsolicited nudes that you...
Wait, so you complimented, it's like, oh, I'm sorry, are these the unsolicited nudes that I felt pressured to compliment? Star, if you're still watching, basically
What's the name of
unsolicited
the guy
nudes were
from
sent.
Star Orbiter, Nick Oreo.
And they claim
Mr. Oreo.
that they felt pressured to say
Hey,
the
Nick,
cock
you
looked
should get
awesome.
a Tip Boy 3000 for your watch collection.
Oh, for the is that the fucking that's the thing from Fallout? Yeah, I mean, I thought the Fallout stuff was cool. It's just those things are too big. I don't know.
Ending.
Wait, do you have a screenshot of that?
Oh, I can't.
If it's happened in DMs.
I've got it, but I...
Yeah, for all the ladies out there who got tons of unsolicited dick pics, have you ever felt like, I said this before, have you ever felt compelled to be like, yeah, that's a nice one, though?
Can't send it because...
You were forced against your will to say, yeah, dude, that's a nice cock.
Like revenge porn shit.
Of me sending the outfit? I mean, I have photos of me in the outfit and him complimenting me on it.
Do you have that in DMs? Can you send that over?
Yeah, let me check real quick.
It's a whole lot better when it's in person because he's going up saying that he wants to go into fucking bars with it in public and that he wants everyone to... He went up to me and said, do you want to touch my leg to see how hairy it is when he was in his fucking fishnets? I think
So this is just like total reputation destruction, right? Like both of these people are aware that they're just like throwing it all away, I imagine. Like I don't see anything positive for either party in this conversation.
Seeing pictures is a whole lot different when you can use different camera angles to seeing it in fucking person. Because holy shit, what the fuck was I getting myself into?
So wait,
it sounds like they're just trying to smear each other. Like they're both going down with the ship.
I don't understand what the hell the point even is. I don't look better in
Well, the point is...
Dude, we lost 2 more commentary YouTubers today. They're a dying breed, but we just lost 2 more of them.
I was bringing up why I was dissuaded from wanting to interact, so I brought up a couple reasons. That, and of course, the fact that you said that you didn't need ointment for your rashes.
I don't...
Yes.
I don't have rashes. What are you talking about?
You literally were going around telling mutuals that you had rashes and you needed ointment for it.
No, I said I have like a...
And you
like
didn't tell me this beforehand?
Yeah, why would I?
You didn't tell me about your chlamydia diagnosis either, your
What the fucking what? You didn't tell me you had chlamydia. Oh god, no. Oh no. Oh fuck, wait, why are we just knowing about this now? Oh god, why? Oh fucking Christ, dude, I feel like I gotta hit the button for that one, dude. Holy shit, dude. All right, so there's a chlamydia diagnosis. Finally, something horrific has happened. Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, why would I?
You didn't
It's
tell me
not-
about your chlamydia diagnosis, either your STD history, only that
Did
you
I
had
have
one
chlamydia
STD
when we had
scare.
sex? Did I have? And I did tell you about my.
Wait,
STD.
oh my god. Wait, I don't know. Chlamydia is curable, right? You could be cured from chlamydia. Do you have to tell people you've had chlamydia for the rest of your life? I thought that just has to be like once it's out of your system, it's out.
Scare. It's in DMs.
Yeah, you told me the STD scare. It's not something I denied, but you never told me you had fucking chlamydia.
Because I
wait, what?
don't have chlamydia.
You had
I have chlamydia.
You had
Why would I tell you about something I had that I no longer have?
Wait, so you knew about an STD scare and you didn't imply further, and you're mad that he had chlamydia in the past?
That doesn't make sense.
Yes, bacteria. Is there anything about chlamydia that like lingers on that could like future sexual partners could have issues with? I don't think there is.
Have a long history of having fucking knobby rashes and STDs. Wouldn't it be a little bit?
I don't have rashes. What are you fucking talking about?
What is a knobby rash? Does that mean a penis rash?
Went around. I can have.
Earlier, didn't you say that there was
mutuals, I can have mutuals come in and attest this.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does it linger when you cure it? Can you, even if it's cured, can you still give it to somebody? Like, what is the period? I don't know.
There was a dark mark that you went to your doctor about,
there was a
and it was
dark
fine,
mark.
and it wasn't.
There was a dark mark that my doctor told me was a skin irritation, and I asked him if I should get like tested for anything, and he said no, you're totally fine.
Okay, so when you went to like mutuals talking about like very bad eczema and rashes, potential.
Dude, he had like the fucking what is the mark? Like the mark of something, dude. This got the
contagious rashes.
He's got the mark of Vecna on his cock. If you can cure it and it's gone for good, then I don't see the issue if you don't have it. That's what I was thinking, yeah. Wouldn't that make it like a fever or a flu you've gotten over? I mean, that's typically how I would assess it, but I was wondering if there was anything I wasn't aware of. Yeah.
No, I never
said. You're just lying.
When did I say contagious rashes? That's just not true.
I said potential contagious rashes.
Dude, he got the mark of the beast on his penis.
I don't have potential contagious rashes.
So
to be fair, okay, it seems as though we went to the doctor about this. It seems though we went to the doctor about it. He asked if you get tested. The doctor said no. Seems though he had a scare, but he no longer had chlamydia. It was cured by this time, right? Paul,
yes,
that seems
exactly
pretty fair, right?
All right, so that was like a nuclear drop that kind of just fizzled out.
He had an STI, and then it was cured.
Mark of the beast? You mean the knot? Oh, good God, stop.
He's no longer infected. He's no longer infectious.
Yeah, and if I was told
or did you
about
see something that convinced you that he did?
Where did we land on the shower? I think chat. Where do we stand during Lathergate? Whose side do you take? Parlo, internet adjacent, or other?
Have an STD when you guys had sex?
What'd you say, sorry?
Or did you see something that made you thought that he had an STD while he had sex?
I just saw Keffel's tweet
the smell
on Nicholas DeOrio.
I mean, I almost threw up numerous times.
Wait, he literally is saying it's the smell. He smelled the chlamydia outside of his penis, dude. It had the whiff of chlamydia. Okay.
Because I mean, no offense, it didn't. I listen. It was pretty fucking. Nah, it's nasty. It didn't smell very good.
Yeah, because we wanted it to happen like as soon as I got there, and I've been on a flight for 22 hours.
Dude, his stinky 22-hour flight cock, dude, was the big issue.
Listen, there's a reason.
Why wouldn't you go like, I don't know, freshen up?
Why this shouldn't have been fucking public, and I don't know why you were campaigning for it to be such.
Didn't Parlo? Okay, Parlo revealed so much more information. Did he not?
This is the most fucking embarrassing, degenerate, disgusting fucking thing that you have now forced me to talk about.
Dickers can back me up about this. I was under different pretenses with this going public or not. Can you confirm that, Dickers?
Well, yeah, we spoke about it earlier, and I talked about it at the start of the stream. I think Himpleton sent you a DM from Avalon, and then apparently convinced
Dude, what did Hunter Avalon do?
you that
Dude, imagine if Hunter Avalon just strolled back into drama and got involved in this.
This was going live.
I haven't heard of Hunter Avalon ever since his ex-wife left him to get like pimped out. Remember that shit? That was like one of the fucking craziest dramas ever. Hunter Avalon's like, yeah, me and my wife are separating, and then this dude was like trying to convince her to start fucking guys for money doing porn.
Any day now from Parlo's side, and so you should release your document. But I spoke to Avalon and Parlo, and apparently nobody over there.
Oh, yeah. Dude, the fucking pimp guy's like, nah, dude, she wanted to do the triple gangbang golden shower. That wasn't us. That was her idea. And everyone's like, what the fuck?
Had any intentions of making this public.
Okay,
at all.
What about the guy who tried to kill him? Listen, that's one thing, all right? But the triple gangbang golden shower was an entirely different animal. I probably shouldn't use the word animal when describing like anything in the middle of this scenario where there's like knots at play here and like fucking weird furry shit. I probably should just avoid using the word animal for the rest of the night.
And they were only going to release it if you released yours first. So it feels like there's been a
Dude, this was mutually assured destruction. You cannot convince me of anything else.
bit of maybe playing of both sides to be able to get this released publicly. That's realistically, if you're asking the question, why is this public? Himpleton played.
What's the name
the drama
of the
game,
guy
I guess,
from
and
Keemstar
managed to
Orbiter?
get
Thank
Nick
you.
Oreo. Mr. Oreo.
US to go public about it. I've already given my thoughts about that at the start of the story, but yeah, I don't know if it's necessarily relevant necessarily to these allegations themselves. Yeah. Aiden, you had something you want to inject?
All right, so we don't have to listen to that. I want to jump into the Cinderella part. Where's the Cinderella? Cinderella. All right, there's 22 mentions of the Cinderella. Okay, well, where is it? Okay, this. Oh no! Oh god! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Hold on! It's immediately. It's what Aiden brings up, isn't it? It's immediately what Aiden brings up.
A finger hygiene talk. All right. There was a conversation earlier about the fact that somebody had put a finger in somebody else's arse.
This is, dude. This is the golden standard of getting a free YouTube drama. Holy shit, bro.
And I believe there's also been a claim about a dildo called Cinderella.
Okay, all
So,
right. Well, see,
when
this
did
is the
this happen?
embarrassing stuff. I
What's
asked
this
him,
talking about?
After he said that he wasn't cool to do stuff with the condom, I asked if he would want to do stuff with the dildo, and he said yes.
Oh god, dude.
Is that true, Parlo?
After I consistently said no, and he eventually got the message, which is the similar to the other allegation. Wait, hang on.
So what he's saying is he was worn down, and eventually they stopped asking about sex. He's like, "Well, would you like to shove a dildo up your ass?" And Parlo's like, "Yeah, fuck yeah."
No, hang on, you're not giving
Let's
me
get
time
one at a time.
Exactly. I used the Cinderella, which was the bare minimum in order.
Oh god, dude! I used the Cinderella.
To like, this is so fucking embarrassing to say, but like to fucking satisfy the fact that I clearly didn't want to do anything else, and it was the most uncomfortable fucking shit ever. But
dude, why would you shove the smelly guy's dildo up your ass? Was the Cinderella cleaned?
But that isn't like,
dude, the minimum was to ride the Cinderella.
The main allegation I'm levying here. It was just an additive context to the situation. Cinderella.
Okay, so internet adjacent, do you want to respond? I think you said he was lying there.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
This guy, he's probably vomiting again.
Asked if he wanted to do stuff, and he said
I should not have did a cutie Cinderella segment tonight. If I had known, I would not have covered her tonight. I would have not done that. That was not an intention of mine. I was unaware of the Cinderella lore. This is not good.
In regards to the condom, he said, yeah, at first, and then he changed his mind to saying no. And I was like, okay, how do you feel about using this? And he was like, yeah, sure. And I was like, okay, well, you can do that.
Okay.
Now,
what happened is, it's probably somewhere in the middle. It's probably that Parlo wasn't really interested in doing this. Maybe he was interested before he saw what he looked like, and maybe he did feel pressured in some capacity. I don't think that Internet Adjacent here was seemingly like going out of his way to try to pressure this person into doing it. It sounds like, based off of what we read, it looks like Parlo was pretty interested. Parlo did not do a good job, at least with what we could see, conveying that they were like disgusted and didn't want anything to do with this. Because all the messages seemingly point to the fact that like Parlo was interested in having sex, maybe just not tonight, but who knows, could probably go either way. Right? That's like the messages here. Parlo is acting like he sent like hard no's. He just didn't do that.
It was not made of fucking glass. Also, I had to consistently say no in order for him to...
Wait, was that a... People thought the dildo was made of glass?
To actually drop the situation.
Dude, it's all fun and games until the Cinderella breaks off in your ass.
Because he tore it out.
He tore the Cinderella out of his ass.
It's true. I was making a lot of excuses as to why I didn't want to engage, and you consistently were pushing.
You're saying that you had to say no. Now you're saying you had to make excuses instead.
I made excuses and also said no. Those both can go hand in hand. You're trying to make some inconsistent narrative here, and it's not working.
Yes.
Going to the glass, is that safe? Well, if you ask listen, I'm not a nurse, okay? I don't claim to be a nurse, all right? But if you ask nurses or like emergency service people, how many calls do they get on like a year or whatever that they talk about where somebody has shoved some sort of object up their ass? There's an object in somebody's ass that's not supposed to be there.
You were saying no, now you're saying...
How often does that happen?
You were saying excuses, now you're saying
dude, this isn't working. Not only did I also say no, but I also came up with excuses on why I didn't want to do it. Again, those two don't have to be mutually...
You mean they fell in the jar and the jar was stuck?
Exclusive. Try another thing.
Okay.
Why didn't you say them both? Why didn't you say that? Why did you change your story?
I'm not changing anything, dude. You're the only one who's been deleting messages to hide your shirt.
Wait, your shirt?
Okay. So, he did delete messages. I feel like this has been slightly one-sided, okay? Parlo, I'm going to put the argument to you that Internet Adjacent seems not really able to do. You seem perfectly fine talking about sex beforehand, right? You seem really, really enthused. Then all of a sudden, there are personal hygiene issues.
The stinky allegations.
There's,
the iDubbbz allegation is stressful.
Whatever kind of turns you off. You're not into it anymore. At what point, if any, do you communicate that there has been a huge shift in what you're willing to do and what you want to do at the time?
I gotta be honest here. It sounds great. Dude, Dicker's voice sounds like he's extremely knowledgeable. Dicker's name sounds like he's not knowledgeable at all, but his argument was pretty good.
Wow. Well, I would say that my first half of the document shows quite a lot of me showing clear signs that I
recommend watching Nicholas DeOrio's latest video.
I can't believe this stream is trying to make me Parlo princess myself. You guys are CRAAAAZY.
I don't know what that means, and I am not comfortable with it, but thank you so much for the $20, Andrew.
simply just didn't want to engage sexually. As soon as I saw, I was instantly put off, and then it became incremental throughout the night. And then I found myself in a position where it was like, okay, I feel kind of forced to get this shit over.
The answer to this should be, I explicitly told him I did not want to have sex, and I left the room when he was pushy. Yeah, probably. I mean, listen, sometimes that's too much to ask now, but like, yeah, probably.
Because I've put myself in.
It doesn't sound like he was like physically pushy, or it sounds like all this is like, I spent $1,000 to get him here. I have to do something. And that's all an entire decision made by Parlo to not disclose that at all to the person and then hold it against them publicly as a social media influencer later. It seems like Parlo had so many opportunities to say no and just kept going forward with it.
A fucking really deep hole. I'm scared of what happens if I say no, or the consequences or ramifications.
Why? What has he done that scared you?
But I'm too deep now in this shit. And it was...
But why were you sending Discord? Again, it's not just all when they're together. It was via Discord when they were not together. So, what? You were scared of, like, physical ramifications? Because you were doing it even when you weren't in the same location.
genuinely horrible. It was like a fucking prison I essentially was in. Okay, how am I going to deal with this?
Dude, I'm in too deep now is a diabolical choice of wording. That's fucking brutal, dude. Please don't say deep, fucking deep hole. Oh god, I don't,
not pissing off IA or because he
don't say deep and shit. I'm sorry.
He is a relatively new person. I mean, I've only known them through text. I don't know how impulsive.
Okay, so this is a relatively new person that you've only ever met through text message. So you flew them out while you were fucking begging for money for groceries off of other people's money, essentially, right? You flew this person out to come fuck you at an Airbnb, but you also have crazy anxiety problems, and you're not like able to say no to people. This is all like, I'm sorry, but like, you should not have casual sex. You are not somebody who can handle casual sex.
That they could be, or how unpredictable. I mean, the fucking suicide bait call is enough in itself to be like, okay, sometimes this guy can go off the fucking rockers.
Wait, okay. This is going to be one of those things, and I said at the start of the stream, so I don't know if you watched it, but there are a lot of things that you reference in your document that you knew before you actually, like, flew him out, right? Before you paid to have him flown out.
What did I know?
So the furry stuff that you reference, the suicide baiting, this is all stuff that you knew before you transferred him.
Wait, the stuff about the real dog cocks and shit like that? Like the real depictions of animalmorphic fucking the drawings of dog cocks that look like dog, not human, right? He knew that before he hung out with him?
The cash to be able to fly out, right?
No, the suicide baiting I only knew.
So he thought he was a zoophile and then flew him out off of GoFundMe money to have sex with him?
After the
knots?
The main call, and I didn't know that
Did he not know, or did he know about not?
I didn't give too much attention to the hospital images until after, because that's when a pattern started to develop. I didn't look into the Anthrocon stuff until after, because I didn't get given the...
Dude, start us a chat. What?
didn't get given, sorry, it's fucking late at night. I didn't get given the access to the document until I got in contact with mutuals of the person.
Dude, there's messages where it's like, hey, would you like to come fuck? And he's like, I'm working on the Pyrocynical document.
After the situation transpired. And to do with the furry images, I had to go around asking other people for a long pattern of this behavior until I realized, holy shit, dude's commissioning way too much of this problematic artwork. Because at first I believed it was isolated instances. Hang on, no, you're interjecting, and I didn't to you. You commissioned a bunch. I mean, you'd commissioned hundreds of dollars of fucking furry content.
Okay.
And there was about...
But did you know about the hundreds of dollars of furry content with feral fucking dog penises or something?
Isolated examples of where you could have plausible deniability defense that you didn't commission that, or you didn't have control of the knotted images and stuff. But they were really fucking weird.
Real quick.
So can we talk about that?
We
by
can
the way?
hold on. We can put a pin in this because what I was trying to ask Parlo is a lot of this stuff you either found out after the fact, right? If you find out about the suicide baiting after the fact, I'm talking about your mental state in the time. Why you didn't want to say no directly. Apparently, you didn't want to upset him. You didn't want to piss him off. I think you said earlier. This may have been a call that we had together. That this guy was going to go schizo. You said that when you finally did confront him, you had like police on standby. You didn't know what he was going to do. Despite the fact you hadn't shown anything to be violent before, you had a lot of anxiety around what would happen if you said no. You spoke about your deep hole.
At one point, it was like I spent so much money to get him here that I felt like I was obliged to do so. You were obliged to buy his plane ticket and suck his dick? I don't know.
I just saw Keffel's tweet.
You were obliged. You had to buy his ticket, and because you bought his ticket, you had to suck his dick.
You spoke about getting in, feeling as though you're in like a hole that you couldn't like get out of.
Dude, he's in a hole that he couldn't get out of. That is a now I understand what you're talking about. That's a horrible choice of words.
You'd put yourself in this situation. You'd suddenly realize that you weren't interested anymore, and you didn't know how to.
You spoke about this deep hole that you couldn't get out of, dude.
Get out. But you didn't feel
You were
comfortable.
terrified. You didn't feel comfortable getting out of your deep hole.
Saying no directly.
Yeah, he knew that as well. I told him on the 13th.
On the 13th, by the way. not like...
This was after you attempted to deny that ever happening, by the way.
But he's saying he knew about that. I told him after I got home. Is that, or after he got home?
Can I point something out, by the way? You're saying, like, I don't know what this guy would do if I said no. Well, we do know, because there's an instance in the DMs where you're saying you're not into it, you don't want to do stuff tonight, and I literally go, okay, that's fine.
Again, full context, because keep in mind you didn't include literally any of our full context conversations, and you only showed 2 instances.
Dude, every time Internet Adjacent says something, Parlo is just like, well, here's another reference talking point from the drama. Unfortunately, it has disproven what you've just said now. Oh, I understand exactly what you're trying to say here, but you also suicide bait. I posted 3 examples of it as such.
Those aren't situations I brought up literally whatsoever, and the entire point of bringing up these conversations was to show a history.
Yeah, Parlo, you can't be this smug after you sat on the princess. I gotta be honest with you.
Of you consistently
It just feels like deflecting, yeah.
Pushing sexual-based conversations.
Tipster, run. Just run. Just go the other way. This is a bad topic.
No,
whenever you wanted them to start.
We had said before the trip that we would at least, like, I don't
know why it didn't make the sound effect, but maybe it'll come in a second.
Oh my god,
exactly how
dude.
often, but I remember us talking.
You probably was like, actually, this disproves your theory. I think that what you're saying here is factually inaccurate. Meanwhile, Parlo physically sat on the princess. So can we really take his word at face value here?
Wait, hold on. Let him finish.
It had sparkles on it.
I remember us talking about having sex like once a day while during this trip. I don't know if you said it. I don't know if I said it. But one of us definitely said that.
What can I do with that information? Because you've not provided a time, a day, or who the fuck said this, so what can I do with this?
I mean, it's in our DMs.
You've shown a fucking tendency of quite literally stuttering the entire time when you were brought up how you fucking deleted. When you deleted.
All right, but the real question is, what does Parlo think about the Prince's Bride or whatever, the fucking movie that YMS didn't like? That's the true fucking tell.
Messages, you literally couldn't recite a time. You couldn't recite context.
There is one message.
I feel bad if anybody's still here from the EFAP raid.
This is unrelated, Parlo. Okay, hold on. Would you agree or disagree to the fact that in your DMs that you are clearly planning like a sex-filled weekend? There's going to be a lot of sex going on.
That's again what it sounds like here.
That was the intention. That was the hope. That was what you discussed previously.
Yeah, but I don't like how it's being.
But I didn't know he was a big stinker.
Mischaracterized as an entirely based event like that. It was like we were meant to be going out with just friends around London. It wasn't just meant to be that.
Well, no, it was.
Yeah,
at first.
it wasn't part of it. It wasn't all of it, but it was part of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, okay. Can I say this real quick? Because at first it was supposed to just be me and Parlo, so it wasn't supposed to be just a friends thing. At first, it was supposed to be just me and him, because it was.
You're the Cinderella bride.
After I sent him a photo of my fucking cock, he was like, dude, I need you here. Like, I can't wait until December, which is the second trip we planned. You're like, I need you here earlier.
Yeah, because that happened, yeah.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like, why was Parlo so scared after he said no, and it was taken well, right? He's like, you want to do anal? And he goes, no, right? And they don't do anal. The condom went away, right? He literally did say no at points, but he didn't say no to everything that he didn't want to do. But he wasn't beaten to a pulp and raped at that exact moment. I mean, I don't know. It still could have gone bad. That doesn't mean like every single interaction's gonna be good from there. But it sounds like Parlo did say no when he wasn't comfortable at the time.
So the entire purpose of me coming there was not just like started from like you seeing nudes of me. That was like the entire point of this trip at first was for me and you to hang out. It was like just me and you.
Then how did Zillow get introduced into all this?
Wait, yeah, this is like such a null point, because even if that was true...
Yeah, the no was accepted.
It was literally, and was, up until the 12th, of course, a social event of all of us going out to parties, going to fucking Weatherspoons, going around Hyde Park and shit like that. It was a social event, and everyone was stating how you were making it oddly sexual to your own benefit and making it all about yourself.
Because that was the entire fucking.
Are those people willing to come on stream and say it, Parlo?
It could have
been. Are those people willing
it
to come on
not
stream
then.
and say it, or is that what people have just told you in private?
Okay, what is this spoon thing they keep talking about? That was like a location they went to? What the fuck is the spoon, Weatherspoon?
Sorry, what?
Is that stuff that people are willing to come on stream and say? Or willing to, or they've got DMs of it? Or is that just people?
It's a chain restaurant. Oh, that's where he threw the food.
Some things that people said to him in
that's
private.
that's like testimony from the people who are out there making about
Yeah, but
himself.
are there DMs?
When did I make anything about
is there
myself?
proof for it, or is this just hearsay?
Would you call testimony from someone there hearsay? Yeah, it's hearsay. I guess you could say
recording.
that. It was literally Zillow.
Have you got a recording? Have you got a screenshot? Are they willing to come on stream about it? Is this something that Zillow would say?
I mean, Zillow can communicate via text, but considering it's like...
Dude, look, I'm using a fucking, an internet adjacent bomb right now, dude. Look at this shit, dude. Bang.
fucking 23.
Nope, Parlo, unfortunately, you're gonna get the stink. Oh, shit, I died.
Might be asleep by now.
Okay. Alright, so we can go on. So, the reason you didn't feel able to say no was because you didn't want to upset him, and so you didn't want to be, like, too harsh with it, but you feel as though we should be able to take the hint. Okay,
dude,
so
Parlo just won the fight, dude.
I think we glanced over, we went straight to the Cinderella and didn't talk about...
We went straight to the Cinderella. Sounds like he went straight to the Cinderella.
Finger. Because I think this has been, like, it sounds silly, but this has been a cool thing that you've spoken about, Parlo. That he sticks his finger in your ass without asking you. You don't ask him to. You don't give permission. Was there discussion of doing anal during that sexual encounter? Or during that, like, sex session?
It was more of oral at the time. I explicitly do not remember giving any...
What do you mean you don't remember? You either did or you didn't!
...consent for that to happen.
Dude, I'm sorry, any not remembers is taken not that way by me. Anytime somebody says, I don't exactly remember if I told him he could shove his finger up my ass... I do not recall, really?
Happened, and my body kind of froze and went rigid when it happened.
You did, though. That.
Yeah, he faintly remembers saying no at one point. He does not recall saying no to this.
That's the whole point.
No.
You just said you wouldn't remember that. I do. You absolutely said that. That would,
No,
like
I
you
did
said,
not
you
give you
wanted-
consent
like
for that. I would have
just like I asked
explicitly
you to
remembered.
use Cinderella, since
Wait,
you didn't
now he's gone to I would have explicitly remembered.
want to
Holy
use like
shit.
the condom and actually have sex.
Wait, no,
you're like,
hang on,
yeah,
hang
sure.
on. You were talking about the fingering shit.
Well, yeah, this is exactly the same as that.
No,
It's
you
like
just brought up
weren't
the
willing to-
Cinderella.
Can you let me finish my point, please? You're being incredibly rude right now.
Okay, let's go one at a time. AI. IA, go.
Yep. I was going to say, like, this is exactly like it was with the Cinderella. He was not willing to go all the way and have like
He was not willing to go all the way, so he just sat on the Cinderella.
like just full on sex with me, which is fine. I wasn't like bothered by that. Which is why we didn't do anything like fully like we didn't do anal. But he did he said he was fine to use the Cinderella. And I said, like, are you cool with me like doing a little bit of fingering? And he's like, yeah, sure. And that's what I did.
It's not true, he's lying.
You just said you wouldn't. You literally just said you don't remember anything like that.
No.
I have to ask though, why would you shove the smelly guy's dildo up your butt? Is it like, is he's stinky, but his dildo is smelling like delicious? Right? Like, I mean, this is just, I don't know.
No, you're literally making
Does the dildo have better hygiene than the guy?
shit the fuck up. This was during oral while you were doing it to me. This was not before the Cinderella. You're making this shit up right now.
I'm lost. The Cinderella is a gigantic glittery pink dildo.
I said, do you mind if I slip like a finger back there? And you said, you were like, like you didn't mind.
No. Dude, you've literally...
Wow, this is the first commentary-related drama that I've covered in a while. It might be the last for a while as well.
You've been caught out in 5 fucking lies right now.
Why?
Dude, Parlo's like, I have you on the ropes.
Okay,
Why are
you saying that's a lie, Parlo?
Okay, well,
Parlo's got him
not
on the
fucking
ropes.
true on his part, so, like, how are we gonna move on from here?
Well, no, I'm just saying, are you saying that's a lie? Because you said a few seconds ago you couldn't remember.
Couldn't remember what? No, I literally stated that I, like, under no circumstances remember giving consent whatsoever for that to
Dude,
happen.
I explicitly stated I don't remember. This is so fucking stupid, dude. I explicitly said that I'm not sure.
Okay,
Is that,
you don't
is that
remember
being
giving
lost?
Here comes Parlo with the paper chair.
in translation or something? Because I do remember
Well, it
this
sounds like-
situation.
Dude, under no circumstance do I recall.
Okay. Can you remember definitively not giving consent, not enjoying it, not expecting it?
Yeah, I didn't expect it. It was
You say
during
your
oral.
body went rigid.
Yes.
Dude, he gets asked the fucking question, he responds, I didn't expect it, dude. Yeah, that was the part he latched on to there.
Yeah.
That is not true.
Internet adjacent.
I think he consented based off of this. I can't possibly know. I wasn't there, but I come away from this interaction saying he probably said yeah.
Can you remember his body going
Yeah, I definitely got rigid.
rigid at the time? Seemed like he was pretty shocked
Absolutely
by
not.
it.
This seems more like post hoc rationalization than it does.
You noticed that?
He was actually super into it.
No, I wasn't. I was extremely
You absolutely
uncomfortable.
were.
No, I was not. You're full of fucking shit. That is such a
You're full of shit. You would know.
creepy thing to say. What the
Okay.
fuck is wrong with you?
Internet adjacent. Why do you say that he's super into it?
That's probably why he smelled so bad.
Because he even scooted his like ass closer to me.
Dude, he scooted his ass. Dude, stop. He scooted his ass closer.
Like he got closer to me when I did that.
Parlo, is that true?
Parlo, when he shoved his finger up your ass, did you scoot a little bit close?
This is such a fucking disgustingly degenerate thing. No.
Dude, this is fucking your fault. Yes, it is. I agree. Now tell me, did you scoot your little ass closer to him?
Okay. So you're saying that absolutely wasn't true?
It's pure dry insertion, like the most uncomfortable fucking thing ever.
God.
How was I meant to retroactively know it was going to happen either? It was happening during
So
oral
you're saying
as
it's
well.
it was
I said,
completely
"Do you want
dry?
to do it?" And then you were like, "Yeah."
Dicker's just like, wait, you're saying it was completely dry? Like they didn't even use lube? What is happening, dude? What the fuck is happening, bro? This is commentary now, dude. This is fucked. This is awful.
And I did it.
It was completely
That's
dry.
not true.
You gave him the dry rub from fucking Buffalo Wild Wangs, dude. Holy shit.
Because I would think at the very least you'd probably use spit or something like that. No, you're saying during this is
Well, studies show here that most people use spit to try to fucking wetten it up a little bit, right?
completely dry.
Yes.
Okay. Internet Jason, are you
Shit
saying
is,
that he
like,
agreed to
painful.
be fingered
Internet Jason, now that we know the full details here, are you saying that he agreed to have a dry finger shoved violently into his rectum?
completely dry?
I figured the lube from the Cinderella was still good enough.
Bro, please stop. Please stop, dude. I figured that the lube from the Cinderella was enough. Oh, God. Oh, no.
That I could use
It
that.
did not happen. See, he's fucking lying again. It was not before. It was literally before the Cinderella. It was not after.
No, it was after.
No, it wasn't.
I thought it was after the Cinderella the entire time from Parlo's document.
No, it
Absolutely.
wasn't. No, it
I
wasn't.
figured the loop from the Cinderella was enough.
It was
Absolutely.
fucking.
Because apparently this was during this is during oral.
This is during oral sex.
Oral. So
were
Internet Jason,
multiple
are you saying you
instances of oral.
started with anal? You started
No.
with anal.
We
and then
started
went
with
to
oral. Then we like he was getting like lube and shit, and that's when I asked about the Cinderella. Then he came back for oral, and then I was like, "Can I like stick a finger in there?" And he was like, "Yeah, sure."
Is it fucking true at all? You're actually full of shit.
It
It's not
absolutely
true.
was.
Yeah, I think everybody here is full of shit. Oh, God.
It's not. It's genuinely
Okay.
not.
What is happening, dude? What is wrong with
Okay.
dude?
On the
It was
topic of
what was happening. You know what? While all was happening,
That's
it was sitting
Yeah,
down at the edge of the bed.
There
I
were
was
two
sitting by the
instances
side.
of oral. That's what I'm saying. No, because I was laying.
Parlo is spurging out. I think we left the spurging out port about 3 hours ago, and that was before we covered this.
down, and you were to the side of me. You were laying on my
And
side.
then you put your hand around, and then you did that without my fucking knowledge that you were going to do that.
No,
and it
I did
took
that.
me
I
by
asked you, and
surprise.
then I did that, and then you said you got closer to me.
Dude, I can't. Oh, God. Dude, Parlo sat next to him. Hold on. Dude, Parlo, they sat down on the bed, and then all of a sudden,
I don't even think. No. I don't even think this is during oral. I think this is while you were just like giving me a hand job. acted like that at first. I actually think that's what it was. I think that's why this is getting lost in translation, because I think you're thinking this is a different instance entirely. I think you're thinking this is when you
Dude, commentary Jerry Springer, absolute cinema. I agree.
like, first blew me. Which, if that's the case, how would I have even been able to do that? Because I would have been laying on my back, and you would have been.
How many times are you just gonna make this shit up? You keep changing your story, dude.
Your legs would have been completely off the bed.
Dude, they're fucking curled up like armadillos here doing this shit.
How would I have done that to you while you were blowing me? That doesn't make sense.
Please, can we get a bit more graphic on the blowing so we could really lock this one down?
Dude, you're just changing your story. Like
this has to be mutually assured destruction. There's no way. There's just no fucking way, dude.
Oh, it's a very good fucking point.
You went from saying this was before this. You went from saying this is after the Cinderella to before the Cinderella.
Yes. Dude. Actually, I have disproven you because while we've been talking about lubing up the Cinderella, you have actually not kept your story the same. So unfortunately I'm gonna have to tell you the audience sides with me on this one.
It's after the Cinderella. You blew me after the Cinderella. And you like gave me a hand job, man. That's why I'm saying this is after. Because you were like to the side of me, which if you were
to the side
for like blowing me, like you like are saying that's when this was, how would I have even been close to your ass? Your ass would have been completely off the bed while I was laying on my back. That makes no sense.
So you're now contending that you never slipped a finger in, or this was during.
Oh fuck! This is ridiculous, dude. This is just too much.
A different time. Parlo was giving you a hand job, and somehow at that point you were able to slip a finger in.
Here's what it was. I was laying on my back, and he was like cuddled to the side of me, and he was like doing that stuff, and I was like, "Do you mind if I?"
Third channel upload.
Giving you a hand job.
Like, no. Yeah, and I was like, "Do you mind if I put a finger?"
We needed Batman Arkham Knight detective review for this, dude. We gotta activate the Bat mode so we can slow this thing down and try to get the trajectory of where the finger came from.
He's like, "No," and that's when I did it. Like, I
Alfred. It appears he infiltrated from the west roof.
I reached my hand.
It was one projectile.
Around and did that.
Holy shit, dude.
This is so fucking stupid. No.
Okay. So you're saying that's just a direct lie?
You just have to process the fucking eldritch position one would have to get into in order to do that. You would not be laying down flat on your back if you were to reach over to do that.
I could draw stick figures doing this. If I could make a diagram better, I could.
That's fine. Aiden wanted to this feels like we're circling. Parlo was saying something exactly who's making what claim at what time. It feels like things have changed, but it's slightly confusing. I guess we'll have to.
So I think the next thing now is probably the last thing that we're gonna cover.
Nicholas,
it gets into the GoFundMe discourse here, because all of this gay sexcapade that is happening was at the dime essentially of the people who gave Parlo grocery money in a GoFundMe. So he's being accused of charity fraud, like Gerard the Completionist.
That kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So where did this money come from?
So I had my GoFundMe linked to my account, but I didn't complete a couple steps until weeks after the GoFundMe was originally done. And that GoFundMe was signal boosted by my goodbye video. So if I go onto my GoFundMe right now, GoFundMe, it's...
Imagine right now that if you sent somebody money for groceries because they were wrongly imprisoned and to buy like a new laptop because the police took their items away. Imagine finding out they flew out a fucking guy for $1,000 to have smelly sex with him.
Is advertised as a GoFundMe for legal expense.
The diagram should be next, right? We didn't skip over it, we skipped back from it, I think, right? Yeah, the diagram should be coming, I think.
And also just like food and stuff.
Bro dashed and smashed with his GoFundMe money. It sounds like that's the case, yeah.
Because I don't really have a channel right now, considering I've got like 2 strikes. So it's been, of course, used for that kind of stuff, but it's not been falsely advertised. So if I go into my GoFundMe right now, yeah, give me a minute. Great, I'm signed out. Perfect.
I think the point is like, still, why did you make a GoFundMe if you had at least enough to pay for me to come visit you?
Yeah, you do realize the money was taken out weeks after the payment to you, and I've been
Wait, what?
$5,000 down since everything. Like, I don't know what kind of gotcha point this is, because I'm out of employment right now. I've got the entire situation with my dad and the police and not having a house and being $5,000 down, and also...
Well, if you don't have family that'll take you in and you're homeless, then you're the one who probably stinks, my guy. You probably don't have any access to a shower or hot water.
wanting to take legal action on people who've made false police reports against me. I'm not sure how this is like a point of contention here. I mean, this seems to be you kind of grasping at straws to deflect away from the main situation at hand. I mean,
that's kind of what a lot of your claims were, too.
I mean, you talk about the whole, like, chlamydia thing, which I think's, like...
You're the one who
okay
brought
to
up
point
chlamydia.
out.
No one else was talking about that but you.
No, you literally were bringing up how it was, like, extremely personal stuff. However, it's like I had every right to know, considering you relinquished those key details away from me, but told literally everyone else.
Why would I tell you about a disease I no longer have?
Wait, why are we going back to chlamydia if he didn't have chlamydia at the time? This is such a weird... Dude, he's just kind of deflecting off weird talking points.
Oh my god, you're missing the
Guys,
point
before we
here.
get into the sub, this is gonna be a whole sub dialogue. I just want to ask, so there's like no room for confusion. Parlo, do you understand how if I was a member of the public, reading your
yes, I know how it
GoFundMe, rent, food, and monthly bills, and it's like stipulated, talking about like that it's a horrible period of time. You need potentially you need funds for further action. Talk about your diagnoses, you being a victim, etc.
Yes, but the money from that was not used to pay for that, because I only got it transferred weeks after. Because I didn't link that to my nation.
Wait, so you only got the money after, but you put up the GoFundMe and spent that money ahead of time? How does that help you? Oh, you're stupid. You didn't accept the money. You reimbursed yourself with people's money.
Nationwide account until weeks after, so the money from that was not.
Well, but if you needed donations from the public to get by and pay your bills,
yeah, exactly.
Why was the 1,000 not used towards that? It's like.
No, the money from that is used for legal expenses and also food.
Can I get a link to this real quick?
Yeah.
So you had $1,000, but you needed sex more, and then you begged for the money back so you could pay for your bills.
My description for my channel.
Well, because it looks like this is basically like you need this money out of necessity. The way this seems to be posted. I don't know. Maybe Dickers views it differently.
I'll take a look for a link. Hold on real quick.
By the way, I
sent you a link.
Guys,
I DM'd you a link.
453 here right now.
I do get out of work
Like
pretty soon, so my audio quality will get a lot better.
Super
chat. And I won't be constantly interrupted.
Yeah, it sounds like he had money and he still chose to beg.
Buy a membership, gift a membership. Everything's appreciated. It all goes towards supporting the stream. Couldn't do this without you. Thank you.
In fact, there was a sizable quantity of money that was going to be available to you that could have gone to paying for said expenses that were, post the public as being necessities.
All right, we get the point.
Myself.
Let's see what he has to say.
From YouTube that I used to buy the plane ticket. Then I extracted the funds from that GoFundMe weeks later after I managed to link it with my Nationwide. Over the course of the past decade.
But you don't think the GoFundMe maybe conveys a level of
All right, Dickers, this is kind of important. Can you stop listening to British fucking politics videos, please?
Desperation that doesn't make it look like you have just 1,000 available to you to spend.
Well, just because I paid 1,000 doesn't mean in my own way I still wasn't doing horrible financially. Like, I would probably argue that my financial position is definitely not in the best place right now. I mean, I got my dad owning all my accounts. I have no idea how much money I even have. I'm dealing with
here's how we can.
So this is after the GoFundMe went up, but before he pulled the money out. But he still spent this money regardless. This is like some fucking dude. This reminds me of Innuendo Studios. Imagine if Innuendo Studios begged everyone to pay his taxes, but we found out that he was spending money fucking hookers during that process. Or something like that. Like, you're literally spending money to fly out a guy to have sex with you while begging for money, so the internet has to... The internet essentially pays for this sexcapade, but they do it through your groceries.
We can do this. Aiden, if you were in a level of...
on paper, it doesn't sound like they paid for the fucking sex, but they absolutely fucking paid for the sex.
Financial stability where you needed to make a GoFundMe to ask for food for bills and food and stuff like that, would you pay $1,000 to have someone fly out to hang out with you?
Well, no, I mean, obviously not. Like, obviously not.
I feel like that's the whole point with the allegation.
But like, okay, but I guess like, just it seems like the
you got to factor in the desperation as well. So when you have police,
Oh my god, you can't say that. Somebody said on your behalf.
Video.
You have to factor in the desperation. What do you mean?
coming in,
Your
trying to charge you for a
desperation?
crime that you didn't do, and your own father and your parents are going to you and saying you're going to get raped and killed in prison, your life is going to be over.
So you invited someone over to do it sooner? What was your end game here?
And then you have a small group of niche internet friends that you want to meet up with because you're shit scared that in a couple months your life
Yeah, I'm sorry, it's not doing it for me.
is going to be completely irreparably ruined and you're going to be thrown into a cell. I mean, consistent just threats that you're going to get raped in prison. You're going to
then
get
you'd be
raped.
holding on to every dollar you make.
Dude, this guy his parents like, you're gonna get raped and killed in prison, so he's like, I'm gonna invite somebody over and I will not say no to anything they do. Okay.
You'd be holding on to every dollar you make
But
because
money would be completely fundamentally useless at that point because you'd be in fucking prison. You would want to make the most of what the time that you have.
So then why are you asking for money? But then why are you asking for it?
Because the money in that would be given to legal expenses. Not only will I be taking the people who made this bullshit to court, but it will also be for the food at
Bro, you're begging for money for food. You're not taking anybody to court, my guy. There's no scenario where the person who did this to you gets punished unless you like recoup with your rich fucking parents and convince them to help you.
that time because I don't have control of most of my accounts.
Hold on, Parlo. That's
It'll
not
be
what you
enough
say
to
in the
scrape up.
GoFundMe, okay? You say, I do not ask
Dude,
for...
imagine if this guy just took my fucking advice and didn't cover the Pyro story. Imagine like the trajectory of his life. Imagine if things were different. I went on Twitter. I'm like, yeah, there's no way this fucking guy is a total loser. There's no way he should possibly try to do this. He does not have any of the traits required to do a story like that justice. And this guy goes on this happens to him immediately after. I mean, this was extremely obvious that it would go bad, but not this obvious of how bad it would go.
Anything that you do not feel comfortable sending. But if you wish, all I ask is a small donation to help me pay for expenses, food, rent, and other amenities in this horrible period of time, also with potential funds for further action I may take.
Yeah, further action I may take. I got told not to say illegal action. But here I am saying
but this is like potential further action that I might take.
Yes,
so
but
people
you
donate
can very much
the
use
meat of
context.
that.
Oh, so this is like a Keffel's lawsuit. Potentially I could sue people in the future, but I'll probably just spend it on fucking people.
It's going to go towards amenities, and then if anything is left over, that might go towards those legal expenses, right?
Will be going.
Well, I don't think Keffel's was fucking people with the money, but you get my point.
Over.
Like, this could go towards the police.
Like, I mean, you can very much see that I'm clearly alluding to something quite large here. Potential funds for further action.
Yeah, but it's potential funds, right? And probably that's a secondary thought. The primary purpose.
I'm trying to shroud it in some ambiguity.
The primary intention here is to keep your head above water, right? You're asking for money to buy just food, rent, like basic necessities for life, right?
Okay, so explain this. So if I were to publicly go and say I'm using this money to legally fuck over those who've completely ruined my life, then that's just going to give them avenues to literally purge all their Twitter accounts and hide all evidence.
Well, you're saying it now. What's the difference between getting on the stream and explaining it?
It's already implied. That's already implied. That's already implied more than enough for them to go and do that.
No, it's not. It's a partial sense of transparency, so people...
Why is this guy so fucking... This is exactly how he got himself in this situation. He has no idea what he's talking about, and he's extremely confident in delivering every sentence. He's delivering all the sentences that'll take him right into the fucking content graveyard right now, and he is so confidently delivering them.
Won't complain that the money which has been made from this has been directed to something else. Everything which is listed here, this money has been used for.
You're saying that 2.2k is all you're going to need to be able to fund your legal expenses?
No, oh my god. So the 2.2k is going to be used, most of it is going to be used for like food and amenities as it's already specified there. The remainder of the money will then be used, hopefully as well, like with the small portion I have regarding solicitors and all of that stuff. I can then use that money, because I'm like possibly other YouTube channels, I can scrape that kind of stuff, get enough money that I can eventually go after the person who made the false report against me, because everyone can agree that some shit like that cannot be accepted. That is...
You have absolutely no money. You have nowhere to sleep. You're fucking homeless. You're not suing anybody. You should just stand down. I don't agree with you. I think you're a total fucking moron for even considering legal option at the position that you are currently in. You're in the balls of your ass. You need to survive. Alright, you shouldn't be flying people out to fuck, but you're obviously not suing anybody, dude. Shut the fuck up.
Genuinely what it was.
Yeah, but what you're saying here clearly is that it is the primary intention of this to be able to help you pay for food and stuff, and that is an afterthought. What you said earlier is though you want to raise money primarily for this legal case, but if you say that, that's going to...
Yeah, like, dude, I'm contacting lawyers. Like, bro, you're sleeping under fucking parked cars for warmth or something. Like, actually, dude, just stop.
Alert all these people that you're gonna, that you're raising funds to go after them. And so you pretend that primarily it's not for that, it's for food and rent. I mean, it seems pretty clear that you've said, please help.
Well, maybe he took the Cinderella in the divorce, so he's not totally out of... He's out Schitt's Creek without a paddle.
You've said that you need donations in order to, like, afford food, and then you are paying, like, $1,000 to fly people out. I mean, couldn't Internet Adjacent have, like, flown out himself? Could he not have paid that at all?
I actually...
I mean, he was asking for Airbnb. He was asking for money for the Airbnb at the very start, and then eventually ended up on the 7th stating he would buy it himself, and is now lying, saying that I still...
Notice deflection back to the approved talking point that he wrote previously. He can't even engage in this conversation. He's just like an AI fucking document reader machine. I feel like I'm arguing with Siri.
Owed him money for that, which isn't true at all.
Okay.
You said...
What I'm saying... Okay, we're going to go off a side tangent. Hold on real quick. Okay, because what I'm asking is, did you say, I will fly you out to the UK, come and visit me, we'll have a great time? Or did you say, meet a bunch of friends and thinking to get together? Do you want to fly out? Internet Adjacent says, I would, but I can't afford the flights. He said, don't worry, I'll cover that. Which way did it happen?
Paying for flights for him to come over with friends.
The first
So
one.
you offered to fly him out and didn't even ask him to pay? Were you worried he'd say no?
No, I'd say more of the second one.
Internet Adjacent, did you ever say that you couldn't afford to come over and that he would have to pay for your flights?
I was told originally that this entire trip would be paid for and I wouldn't be paying anything. That was what I was promised. And
have you got DMs to that effect?
No, it's that.
I would actually like to add on to this because Parlo didn't just pay for my flight. Parlo paid for my passport and Parlo paid for my electronic travel application so I could go there too.
Oh
which,
my god.
Were also like another $300, I think.
Yeah, and despite your massive paychecks you get from YouTube, you're still trying to...
Then why did you fucking pay for it, you fucking piece of shit?
...scrape Airbnb expenses despite the fact that you openly said that you'd be buying it yourself.
I told you, you can...
You're on record on the document on the 7th stating that you'd be paying for the Airbnb, so I don't know why you're lying.
This is going to be like really embarrassing, by the way, but I told you how much was in my bank account by that time, and it was not a lot.
What's the fundamental point you're making here? Because you...
The point is, you're saying that he has a shitload of money. He's saying you knew for a fact that he didn't have that money. That is an important fundamental point, you fucking snobby British fucker.
Got paid out at the very... literally, when we...
And why should he ever have to pay for something that was offered for free? Yeah, dude. Good fucking argument.
1,700, by the way. And then you were being that much of a cheapskate that you were asking everyone for food still.
I had 1,700 in my bank account.
Dude, Parlo looks horrible here, and the other guy jerks off to fucking anthropomorphic animal cocks or something. So, like, I mean, let's be honest here. This is a fucking wash, you know?
You literally paid for the Airbnb.
Parlo looks horrible, and the other guy is fucking drawing fucking Scooby-Doo's fucking one-to-one Pinar.
Because you were the only one using it.
When I have 1,700 in my bank account, that's not cheap. That's being fucking, like, smart. That's not wanting to
No, you said on the 7th that you'd pay for the Airbnb yourself, but then you went around lying to people, stating that I agreed to pay that as well.
But yeah, no, Parlo verbally not coming through good here.
It's not true.
I would agree with you.
Because we had a verbal communication.
No, we didn't.
And you said you would pay me back. You absolutely did. You said you would pay me back next month because you were going to do that with Zillow. That was the
The DoorDash delivery girl who filmed the naked sleeping drunk guy just got 2 felony charges.
Originally, what was going to happen with Zillow? Zillow would pay half, and I would pay half, and you would pay back Zillow. And eventually, when I had to pay the full thing, because like Zillow, despite having the most in his bank account out of everyone here, was being the cheapskate. Zillow was the one who said he didn't want to pay fucking
right?
Yeah, he paid for everything but the hotel, and then begged for rent and fucking. Oh my god, this is so fucking insane.
So you've got an agreement with Zillow that you're going to go 50-50 on it, and then Parlo has got an agreement that he's going to pay Zillow for his half. That's between them, surely. You've got an agreement with Zillow.
We were going.
All right, we're jumping into the furry art debate because I do want to hear some of the furry art debate, and then I'm going to bed.
In anthropomorphic furry NSFW art. So Wolfgang sends them. There's no reply. Wolfgang texts back the next day.
Wait, what did that comment just say on the top?
Sends them. There's no reply.
DeOrio can only imagine a URR like... I'm sorry, what?
Text back the next day. Yo! Parlo says, hey, I got in trouble as soon as I came back. So when he shared this content with me, I did not respond out of discomfort. So, Wolfgang is here speaking to somebody else. Farron says, also, where you at right now?
Oh yeah, that's
Wolfgang
not.
says, what do you mean?
To do with the dog stuff.
cock.
There is a screenshot at the bottom of the document. If you scroll all the way to the bottom.
I do want to say I was sent unfortunately, and I did have a nightmare about it. I was sent the original uncensored images. And I don't know if IA left something out, but all of these do look like anthropomorphic animals, albeit in incredibly disgusting positions. So I don't know if there's...
Is it true that Chud pulled it up on stream uncensored?
I'm missing?
Is it true that on the daily, dog cock gets posted in your server?
That is not true. This is just lies.
Sorry. Okay, here we are. So Wolfgang is seen mentioning how he has STD skateboard. Okay, that's not that. So Wolfgang sends me more examples of unsolicited pornography with canine genitalia to mutuals of his, Cyan. This document.
So what's the response to
Wolfgang on the 8th of November.
Oh my god, I don't give a fuck, dude. Stop quoting your document. Speak with your words.
A debate with Wolfgang on the 8th of November.
Guilty.
You can scroll up.
Quote another fucking line off your document. Guilty.
Up to see
Guilty. Guilty. Guilty.
full context of that, where I basically highlight my discomfort.
Just fucking say it.
People who get off to illicit content like that, which pertains to anatomically correct. I highlight these effects. Agree if fetishized shit like that.
Wait, is Internet Adjacent not here anymore?
No, he's just really quiet during this important part.
No, I'm here. I was making dinner.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay. Okay.
My in-house expert,
is there
I
any
think, might
response
want
to
to call. He's online.
I'll do the British.
Dude, I can go to files. That is actually...
Alright, you're ruining it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Why don't you force him to respond to it instead of you guys just talk about it? Come on. Oh my god. You're killing it. Does he talk in this?
Make that argument with first.
Alright, does Internet Adjacent talk during this segment?
If you're claiming that...
No, I think we've got the fucking gist.
I'd like to thank the Academy. My agent.
Is there?
So he just doesn't say anything.
Most people aren't into this, right? So I guess why not? Why send people like zoophilic kind of dog cocks?
It's not zoophilic. That's been my whole. It's just what furries do, man. And I mean, shit.
How did you said recently?
I
think you said this to me on stream that you used to be a furry and you don't mess with that stuff anymore. I thought.
Yeah, I don't mess with the.
Oh no, dude!
The community as a whole.
Oh yeah, the community. That was it. You don't mess with the community anymore.
I just kind of chill on my own.
Oh, he's a loner. He's a lone
If
wolf.
a furry.
Lone wolf, all by his lonesome.
yiffs alone in the woods, and there's nobody around to hear it.
Oh no.
Are they a furry? Okay. Right. Hold on. What the fuck is this? I got sent this. This is from Himpleton.
Okay.
Is he still here?
Wait, before we get into it, do either you, IA, or you, Parlo, want to speak on Avalon's Attic at all?
What the fuck is Avalon's Attic? Server rule debate? Avoiding Alex. I don't know. I think that's enough. I think that's more than enough. I don't ever want to know anything about these people again, ever. They've respawned.